get
Oh,
that's that is Pacific
yes.
Pacific time.
Yeah, you have to go back. You can't do it.
All
Oh, great last minute. That's nice.
All right.
Hey, girls.
Let's see.
Please do what I say.
There you go.
We're going to leave.
You'll be right back. Whoa, the circle light's all weird.
The circle light.
The circle light.
Whatever, I don't know. Who cares?
Oh, where's the other place you both that we should look?
Can we have this conversation later?
Well,
All right, what's going on, everybody? We are live, and I wasn't going to, but the kids really wanted me to, and so we're going live. What's going on?
you're late, right?
It's kind of late at night if you're on the East Coast, but yeah, you're late. I am late. I'm always late, Eddie. When you got 4 kids, you're late a lot. It kind of.
If it wasn't for us, we wouldn't be doing this live.
Yeah, you're right. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be doing this live. All right, let's see. Rogue Knight. We got Rogue Knight in here. Rodney Crouch. What's going on? Rogue Knight, your drone footage was a hit. I
Ooh,
think-
sorry, y'all. I just look. Oh, my hair looks a little rough.
I think they'll forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Not more
see.
fancy?
We got Joe Gampa. That's Wildbeard's grandpa.
Inside joke or what?
He's not Wildbeard's grandpa, but Wildbeard always says, Joe Gampa, everybody, that's my grandpa. And then everyone just thinks that Joe Gampa's actually Wildbeard's grandpa. So it's kind of funny. But Diesel Life, what's going on?
Oh, I need to turn down.
What's going on? I had Trucker Tools comment on one of my videos this week. I was like, oh, watch out. Who's going to be their next spokesperson?
Your whole blanket.
No, I'm joking. So,
Welcome to the.
hi. Why do you have your blanket?
Her bedding from her bed.
Yeah.
Not just a blanket, but her whole bed.
So, hey, do you guys, are you guys like digging the idea for this great freight race that we have going on? Because I'm thinking it's gonna be really rad. But it was my idea, so I think that's why I think it's gonna be rad. But I want to see what you guys are thinking about it. What's up, Pat? Pat over there in Jacksonville, who used to do car hauling. I remember that.
Line sight.
Yeah, Blind Sight, what's up? From Idaho. You're driving. Yeah, please don't watch. There's nothing much to see here anyway.
Just me and my blanket.
Just Maggie in her blanket, wrapped up like a burrito.
Montana. You're in Montana blind sight right now? That's pretty.
Oh, okay. But you live in Idaho, right? I'm not mixing everything up. All right.
Dad, can I ask it? Can I ask the question?
Okay, yeah. And Maggie,
yeah.
Maggie has a question for the 14 people who are in here. 14 truck drivers. Remember, truck drivers.
Do you guys know any good book series? I can't find anything, and I need help.
For appropriate for a 12-year-old girl. I'm sure all the truckers know all the book series.
Okay, and tell them what you've already read.
Let's see. I've already read.
Oh, okay. So, hold on. Blind Science said, yeah, he lives in Idaho. Bobby Smith is from Bakersfield. And then PDX Stang said Captain Underpants.
I've already read that.
Okay, hey, can you
Yeah.
not talk into your yeah? 'cause-
And then, I'm just a steering wheel holder. Road Night. PM Cut said, don't laugh at Harry Potter. Have you read all of Harry Potter or no?
I've never read any of it.
Okay, Harry Potter.
Mhm.
Kyle Sanderson from Porterville.
All right, hold on. We got Bobby Smith is in Baco.
I said that.
Okay, cool. What's up, Road Knight? You're a steering wheel holder and drone pilot. Kyle Sanderson, Porterville. I got friends that live in and around Porterville and Lindsay. Really good friends of mine. In fact, we were supposed to go visit them and hang out with them for a weekend, and then
Our plans got thwarted.
yeah,
Like always.
things happened. But
Let's see.
I'll be down Porterville way to go see my buddies down there. Let's see. Charles Brothers Interior Detailing. That's like that's a business right there. Because washing the outside of the car, I can handle that. The outside of the truck, I can get down with that. The inside, all those little nooks and crannies and getting the man, I would love to pay someone to do that. I wish you were in California, not in Orlando. Diesel Life said, yeah, Harry Potter. Maggie.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, I missed out on the questions.
She said book series.
Maggie asked a recommendation for book series, so they're giving some book
I
series
don't like books,
recommendations.
so not for me. Thanks though.
Okay.
Because Lucy
Wow.
doesn't like to read books.
Oh.
I love.
Okay,
books.
Jason.
You'll see.
Jason Uselton, is it who's I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro.
But Tennessee,
Usselton?
we
Yeah.
see you. We hear you.
Where are you at in Tennessee? Because we're planning on being out there in a little while.
Donde está?
Let's see. James Patterson has some. Why does that name sound familiar?
Has some what?
Books.
Oh. Oh, hi, buddy.
Hey
You
Gus.
want to come say hi to YouTube?
I too.
Hi,
Yeah.
YouTube.
The
Oh.
star,
Here
the
we go.
star of the channel is
Oh,
here.
careful.
Oh,
Oh,
the reason
hi,
why Daddy
YouTube.
started the channel.
Let's see. Hi, YouTube.
You
Look
say,
at.
you say hi. Hi
Hi,
YouTube.
Help me!
Hi,
Help
YouTube.
me!
He almost wants to be behind you.
I know.
Because he was on my face.
Okay.
What is
All right.
happening?
Let's see.
So, okay. I don't know if you can read all. So, Patterson, okay. On then Kyle Sanderson said, awesome. Bobby Smith, I used to drive for TNT. We know TNT.
Stop it.
TNT. They're out of Lodi, right? Is that Lodi? I think so.
Yes.
You guys
Right.
don't even see me.
Rogue Knight. Yellow going to the Porterville Walmart, doing 34 at home, and then you'll be headed that way in the morning. Okay, so where is your load coming from? Because you were on your way out of state, now you're back in. Josh Bulldog 3611. How's the Peterbilt been? It's been amazing. Running a brand new truck is
No.
a new thing for me. I've never even bought a brand new car before, and then I went and bought a brand new Peterbilt. So,
Yep.
are you really proud of yourself that you're walking in front of the camera?
He likes the
Yes,
circle?
yes.
He likes the circle.
Because there's a
That was
ring
cute.
light.
So,
Hey, buddy.
so it's been amazing.
Oh, babies.
Being the first person to fart in my driver's seat, that's like something, you know.
That's disgusting.
That's
No, I'm just
gross.
saying, no
Okay,
one's
well, we
farted
have
in
lots
that.
of-
No
lots
one's
of-
farted in that driver's seat except for me.
Gus
That's
now. Gus definitely has.
Gus
He
is-
gets in the front seat and wants to go for a drive every time.
he's probably pooped in my front seat.
No. Okay, so Diesel Life, Virginia,
Virginia.
West Virginia.
and then
All right, Pat. So you didn't buy a new Pete like me, because I'm a high roller. But you did get a 579 that you go pick up at the Peterbilt dealer in Fargo. So you flying out to Fargo, or are you driving, or are you taking a bus, a Greyhound?
and is it still freezing there?
Oh, hey,
Max.
Joe Gampa. He has a series of team books. Hold on, who's James? What are they called? Is that Twilight? Who wrote Twilight?
James Patterson. No, an actor that is in the movies has a last name Patterson. But wow, we are a well-read family, obviously, as you can tell. No, I don't recognize that name, but that doesn't mean anything.
Ow, Gus
We'll
is
look it up.
Ow, my hand.
Hi, Gus.
Okay, and then Charles Brothers says, if
Yes,
you're
he's
ever
here.
here in Orlando, I will take care of you, no problem.
Okay.
Let's go to Florida.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, and then Rogue Knight said he picked up an El Paso yesterday. Oh.
Why you do that? Because most of you upside down and behind me, it looks so weird.
Bell Buckle, south of Murfreesboro. That's where my dad and my mom and my brother and his wife live. My brother is a police officer for Murfreesboro. That is from Jason. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we're looking at. I'd actually like to see Bell Buckle and Christiana and some of those areas on the outskirts of Murfreesboro. She liked when she went and visited. She liked Rockvale, And so we are going to be
pretty.
looking.
It's all pretty. Let's be real. Tennessee is beautiful.
We're going to be looking at some areas like that when we escape California.
Yeah, California.
Okay. So then
California
Josh
sucks.
Bulldog
Ow, Gus. Ow.
said,
Gus, can we stop, buddy? Can we
Gus,
stop?
hey, look at Mom. We're all done. Say yes, Mom. We're all done. No, we're not gonna do that anymore. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Hey, can you move your head
Hey.
that way it doesn't get hurt?
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. This is my life.
Gus,
What do
I'm
you mean
not
your
sure,
life?
why
You're
this
here
is-
for
hey,
two-
We're all
Or
done.
like
Look,
2 or
Mom.
3 days.
We need to be all done.
Like 2
Hey,
or
look
3
at
days.
Mom.
That's
We're all
This
done.
is mom's
You wanna
life.
sit right here?
Yeah.
Your life.
Let's be real. This is my wife's life. My life
And
is
that's okay.
is staring out the windshield
Hold
of
up. Your life is
Peterbilt.
having your butt just being on the seat and looking out and changing the shift gears every 5 seconds.
Come on, let's do questions.
Let's see. All right. So Rogue Knight, El Paso. That's good. Bell buckle. Okay, we're catching up. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, I was trying.
Josh Bulldog, no problems with the Cummins X15? Not yet, man. Not yet. It's only got 10,000 miles, so just barely starting to get it broken in. And I was looking up to see if there's a special like break-in oil change that was needed, and I can't seem to find anywhere in my manual that it suggests that I need an early oil change. So I'm thinking that we'll just roll with. I'm actually going to do less than what the manual suggests, because the manual suggests that if you get over 6 miles per gallon average, between 6 and 6.9, that you should change your oil if you're going full synthetic every 40,000 miles. That's the Cummins recommendation according to the manual. So I'm going to change it a lot sooner than that. Not that I think I know better than Cummins, but I think that I've heard from a number of what are you laughing at?
The thing I did a double chin and I just smile a little weird.
So you're making yourself laugh. Okay.
No, that didn't do anything.
So anyway, the Cummins
Sorry.
recommendations are for 40,000 miles if you're getting between 6 and 6.9. I'm gonna probably do. It does say 30 or 35 if you're between 5 miles per gallon and 5.9. I'll probably do 25. Just change it early every time, and I don't think I want to push it. It's a brand new engine, and what is the harm in changing the oil 5,000 miles early? I mean, I know over the life of the engine, you're going to end up paying X amount of dollars more for all of that, but I mean, a rebuild that if you can maybe push your rebuild instead of, after 6 years or 5 years, if you can push that rebuild to 8 years, I mean, it's worth a lot. Just even in just downtime, I mean, it's worth a lot. So, so no issues with the Cummins yet, but it's early. It's very early. So,
He's laughing at us.
well, and he said flying. He's not taking the Greyhound, so that's good. So Fargo. So is it brand new or is it used? The 579. And I'm not opposed to the 579. 579s can look pretty cool. There's an outfit right here in Merced that does like the air, but with the gas shocks. So if you got like a switch that like straight up hydraulics on your big rig, but you can lower it down. You can lower those down, get a little bumper on them, put a visor on them, and they look really cool. I like the 579.
Someone. What's your friend best from Sacktown?
What's up, Cali
Cali
King?
King.
What's up, bro? Every time I roll through Sacramento, because you always mention Sacktown, I always think of you when I roll through Sacramento, bro. I do. One of these times you'll see me on the freeway and you'll be honking at me and I'll be like, hey, what's up? All right.
Diesel life. Georgia is nice.
Wait, can I?
Georgia, yeah. Like if I had my way and just like picked somewhere randomly, because I've never been out there.
If he was an island.
If I could just, I'd probably go more towards the coast and go like Savannah, Charleston, somewhere that direction, closer to the coast. But we want to be near family. I think it's gonna be hard for us to move across the country. I think it will be. I think that we'll have to go through some crazy transitions.
I'm not gonna get
And,
homesick like bad.
Yeah, well, and that's why having family nearby in Murfreesboro would be.
California. I'm
ideal.
a
I give a
California
lot
girl.
of things, so you
I had
can
kind
be
of
more succinct.
I've been raised in my whole life.
All right, time to zip it up, bros. Okay.
Okay, let's get
Rogue,
to these.
okay, Rogue Knight says, "Is my hat ordered yet?"
I got like 2 hats extra, 2 or 3. So you know what? Next time I see you, you claimed one of them. You got one. I think the other one I'm gonna send to Nomad Trucker. He has been a good friend. I didn't expect to make friends on YouTube, but here I am. So
Well, and his wife and me have connected, and she has she makes stuff, and anyways, we're sharing some goodies with each other.
and he made the driving video for Gus, like back before I was over 1,000 subscribers. When I was still at like 700, 800 subscribers. I was just this small little YouTube channel trying to grow to the point where I could get monetized, and I was trying to do everything I could, making stupid videos, trying to get views, and he made a video for Gus just out of the kindness of his heart to share some driving footage and just kind of drive down the road. And anyway, so I've been a big fan of Nomad Trucker since then. So I got that hat for him. But Rogue Knight, you got that drone footage for me. I'm gonna have to give you the other one.
Oh, speaking of Nomad, you sent it. Okay, Trucker Style Sean, what's up?
What's up? What is
And
up?
then Jesse Russell.
Oh, I can't do it on yours. I gotta do it on
Wait,
mine.
what?
I gotta do something. I gotta do some things here. I gotta do some things.
You're gonna give people access or whatever it's called?
Put user in timeout.
Wait, what's the timeout? Who are you putting on timeout?
I'm not putting
Don't
anyone
worry,
on timeout.
relax.
What are you doing to them?
You guys are on timeout because you're being bad boys.
Oh my goodness.
In the meantime, do you guys have any
questions?
questions for me?
No, not in the meantime. Dad takes forever to answer one simple thing, so
I
we're gonna
know,
be here
right?
for 20 hours.
No, we're gonna roll
Oh.
through right now.
Jesse Russell, what's up, triple OG, double OG? Hope to see you one of these days out the road.
That's a oog. Is that how that goes? Oog.
Stupid.
Triple OG, double OG.
And then Pete wants to know, Peter? Is that who you said?
Pat.
Paul? Pat. Sorry, dude. I wanted to ask, do you have an APU in your Pete or old school like me and just shut it off?
Yeah, we have no APU, but I'm regretting it already.
What's
So-
the APU?
It's an auxiliary power unit. Nothing there. I have one of those little fans that plugs in the cigarette lighter.
So that's gonna work when it's 108. Do you feel the Cummins is better than the Packard? Chris
Yeah.
Moody.
Yeah, I mean it's early, but yeah.
All right, I'm
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
What up?
Yes.
What's up, Amsel Adam? I made you a moderator.
And then Adam Gomez, give us a list on what you need to start your own authority in order, and how much do you think it will cost?
There's a lot, Adam. There's a lot of YouTubers that have done that, and then I actually made a video. I don't know, a while back, man. But just search Velox 18 and starting your own authority or something like that, because I did go through like what I did, but I actually paid someone to help me start my authority, because there's just when you want to like stay working. So I wanted to work 70 hours a week up until I started my authority, because I wanted to have enough money saved up. So it was like I just needed to keep working, and all that other stuff needed to happen. So I just called these guys on the phone, and they helped me through the whole process. And I used Motor Carrier HQ. They have a podcast called the Holland Assets Podcast, and so they helped me do all of that. Motor Carrier HQ helped me start my authority and all that stuff.
Okay, Adams. No, yeah. So Amsa Adams is in Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah, he's doing another bike week bike rally.
Okay, cool.
Hey, your videos have been awesome lately, Amsel. I like them, and then I go to comment, and then I get distracted. But your videos have been awesome, dude.
Go do that.
I should have been.
Oh, mommy.
Mom-
Adam.
Mommy.
Mom's the only one allowed to help Gus do anything, so she's got to run.
Anything ever.
Okay, Pat, used market is crazy right now, and everything is high price. You got a great deal, being that it's located in Fargo. Yeah, hopefully it's not rusted out on the bottom, huh? On the undercarriage. Alfonso, hey Velox, are you going out of state soon? Yes, I'll be going out of state this summer in July. I'll be running back east with my oldest son, who will be 17, and he will be. We're gonna go look at some colleges.
No, he's like 4 and in preschool stuff.
So we're gonna go and do a whole college tour trip, and so we're gonna go out to Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, mainly the South, things in that area. So
Continental Beach, out of state. Okay, Dino Bambino, you need to put an airbag on that bad boy with a cool emoji.
you put airbag. I mean, I have the air ride front end, the Lolo air ride front end, and I have a dump valve so that it can. But I just don't have the. Unless you're talking to Pat. If you're talking to Pat, then yes, he needs to bag that thing because those 579s look really cool with bags.
Okay, I'm just.
All right, Trucker Style Sean said you couldn't get me to buy a brand new truck. Well, not unless they bring gliders back and I can throw an N14 in it. You're a Caterpillar guy, huh? Well, Caterpillar in Detroit. I'm yeah. I don't know. I haven't been trucking enough to have a preference. I had a C13 in my 2008 Peterbilt, but that thing gave me problems. So I'm not as much of a cat guy. So
Everyone wants a hat.
I know.
Trucker Style Sean, I want a hat.
Hey, Sean, help me get to 10,000 subs so that way I can do my little Teespring right there underneath the. Oh, will you plug in my phone? We never plugged it in.
Well, I don't think it can actually.
And then
Here, Dad, you need to do it.
Sorry if the audio quality turned very.
Oh, my bad, guys. I thought we had set this up.
this is just, we are high tech and awesome. Oh, you're both
Hi.
You guys.
We're gonna kill the
Relax.
subscribers.
Oh my God.
This is what
We're gonna
it
kill
is
the
in our house.
subscribers.
Hey, how did we do this last time?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Lucy, you just hold it that
We are so fancy and we're just getting the lighting.
Ooh.
Welcome to our house, to us and everything.
All right, sorry, guys.
Woo! We're on the slant now. Okay, we have like a million questions and a million things.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
So
I'm
then
glad people are hanging out with us.
Alfonso Torres said, I just got my authority the 24th.
Nice.
Awesome. Nomad Trucker. Yo, what's up?
Hey, Alfonso, were you running like as a leased on owner operator before this? So you already had a truck, or are you doing starting from scratch, or were you a company driver and now you're going on your authority? Where are you at in the ball game there?
And then Nomad said, what's up? And then Joey said, take loads to Texas, pay for permits at scales.
Yeah, I actually got myself apportioned plates, so I wouldn't need to get permits because I knew I was going to be taking the trip out east. But I can only do 10% of my miles outside the state of California because I did a trade-in program with my old Peterbilt to get the new Peterbilt. So that is why I can't do too many miles out. I can't run out to Texas and back. Otherwise, it's a really good lane out to Texas. It really is.
Jose Ramirez said, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Jose? Hey, I heard you started a new job, so I want to hear about that. You gotta call me, bro. Call me.
Pony Boy Tech. Awesome vids, man. Has anyone told you that you look like the actor Josh Brolin?
No, but I'll take it. Josh
Ooh.
Brolin's a good-looking dude. I'll
Who's
take that.
I get that.
You know what people have told me a lot
Someone?
lately?
Oh, a lot lately. I don't even
No,
say what you used to.
Richard Rollins from Gas Monkey Garage, Fast and Loud.
I don't think so.
I don't know. They say I sound like him. I don't know.
No, they're wrong. Oh yeah, it says, it sounds like I joined at the right time. Love that you do what you do, brother. Oh, it's Nomad.
Yeah. Yeah, Nomad. Yeah, you did come in right at the, your ears must have been itching, and I said a lot of nice things about you. I didn't know you were gonna be here, otherwise I wouldn't have said them. I would have, I would have roasted you a little bit, but
Dumb. Yes, you have some goodies. Your wife and me have been communicating about goodies we're gonna send back and forth.
yeah, I got you a hat, bro.
Hold on. We're getting there. And then
Road Knight.
yeah, he said hey. And then okay, Rogue Knight said, question for your daughter. Do you play Roblox?
Yes, me and Lucy both play.
Yes.
Yes, they play Roblox.
Yes.
Rogue Knight. Yes.
Roblox.
Do you like
Um,
Roblox?
Oh.
And why do you ask?
And why
And
Why did you ask? Why did you ask that question?
Oh, okay.
Be
Is
sure
there
to
some
reach
story you want to
and
Relax.
focus on the text.
Relax.
Roast away.
Yeah, Nomad. I went through and made a bunch of you guys moderators right now, so that you guys would all be blue.
You said I have one for sale.
The APU. He has an APU.
Oh,
So it caught my eye, Matt, Mr. Nomad Trucker. When you posted that, I was like, I wonder if I should try to get that when I go out to Tennessee. And then I was like, and then what'd you say? You said needs AC compressor, and I was like, I don't. That's like the one reason why I want an APU is for the AC.
Alfonso Torres, hey Velox, I just got. Oh, I think he like sent it but didn't finish what he was
You're
saying.
running almost the end lanes down south, up north. Oh, the same lanes. Okay, yeah.
All right. Everyone's saying what's up to Nomad. Hello, everybody. So instead of an APU. Okay. So Nomad has a generator set up instead of an APU? What is that?
It's like a little generator, and then they do a little something. I'm not positive how it all works. I don't watch all of Nomad's videos. I can't. I try to keep up with so many guys, but I know I saw you had a new setup going, but I need to catch up on it. What's the real deal going on? Sean, when am I coming to Florida? I think I told you already. I'm trying to keep my son out of Florida for school, but no, he's
I
making.
swear they have no laws there.
He's making the list, and so my input matters a little bit to him, but mostly it's just his, his input or his decision on where he goes to school, and we try to like lean him towards places that'll be close to us, but ultimately he's going to go where the school is going to be the best, and we can't afford to really help him very much on the financial side. So he's going to go where he can get the best scholarships and the best best financial deal too. So he's got really good grades, AP classes, all that good stuff. So he should have an opportunity to go somewhere for a decent price. So.
And then it says Adam asking, what does it mean that he's a moderator?
I don't even really know. I just know that you can kick people
I
out.
was gonna say you can keep people in check, basically.
Yeah. So if anyone
Like,
starts
I don't
acting,
like this.
So don't let the power get to your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will
James
kick you out.
Butts Jr.
James Butts Jr. Good old Jimmy Butts. I don't know.
That sounds like a brand. Or something.
What?
Good old
The last time I said anything about someone's name, they changed it. So I'm not saying a word.
It's probably his real name.
No, I know, but
Jimmy Butts?
he just changed it. It's like so dumb.
Thank you for the
We're-
compliment on the Peterbilt.
We're so dumb. Just ignore us.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
Alejandro
not that.
Velez. What's up?
Alejandro.
Hi.
Entertainment Week. What are your goals for the near future? Greetings from New York City. What
The
up? New York?
NYC. I'll probably never go trucking out there. But let's see. My goals for the near future are to kick everyone's butt on this great freight race this summer. These other YouTubers that are going up against me, and we got to try and figure out our lanes and make sure that I can try to outgross these dudes and make as much money as I can.
Wait, what's the competition?
We're not gonna go back.
Yeah.
N14 is Cummins.
You never
Oh, that's right. M14's coming. I don't know why I was thinking cat. What's the other cat? They've got a something or other. They've got some kind of a cat. I forget. N14 though. Okay, Cummins. Good deal.
Rich Taco.
What's up?
What's up?
Rich Taco. I'm just a poor burrito. Sorry.
Wow. No, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my husband.
why is that
What
funny?
just happened?
I just made it the opposite of him. He's a rich taco. I'm a poor burrito.
That's not even like remotely funny.
It's not remotely funny.
It's
So
called a
are
dad
your,
joke.
Maggie, so are your jokes.
What's up,
on-
Turbo?
Does he think remotely funny?
You're on the
That is-
FMCSA
No.
website right now, working the authority stuff. I like it. I like it. Rich Taco, how's the reefer thing looking? It's been an interesting week on the trailer front. You'd think that I was like some roach that couldn't get financing for anything, because whenever I try to get financing, there's some weird thing that happens. But yeah, this was a weird little thing that happened with this trailer, and I don't know yet what is going to come of it. But we're still working on the trailer. There's a really nice Vanguard reefer trailer that is awesome. I'm like, I can't wait to get my hands on it, start hauling loads with it, try and get my foot in the door with the reefer work, and start building relationships with brokers and shippers on that side of things. So,
Dad was trying to get through a ton of things.
so that's, yeah. Okay. Will California really fine you for running a pre-emission engine? I think so. I don't know. I've seen guys run pre-emission stuff, and you know they I don't know how they get past like the ports of entry. You know what? I don't know. I don't think DOT messes with you or CHP. It's just the Air Resource Board, and I guess they set up like checkpoints sometimes at scales, and they'll pull you in and they'll give you basically a smog test. But yeah, I don't know. I've never experienced it. I've just heard about it. I know they will really fine you, but I don't know how much it's like enforced and how like crazy they are. Rich Taco, any regrets on getting a flat top? How much I'm staying in it right now? I wish I could be a little more comfortable, but it looks so cool. It's my dream truck. It really is. And hopefully it just gives me that that motivation to try and find more like shorter run work, because it's not super comfortable to stay in the truck. It's not.
It's nice.
Nomad Trucker said I could roast away. All right, I will.
Maggie.
Javier, what are my thoughts about the AB5 law? I believe they made truckers exempt, so I guess it wasn't going to affect me if I went out on my own authority anyway. When I was a leased on owner operator, it was going to affect me, but we were going to find a way around it to make it to where we could still effectively have the same setup, just with different I don't know, like the
Sorry, I'm reading other.
I'm trying not to read other comments because I get so easily distracted.
Well, if you give
So
a
anyway.
20-minute answer, we don't have 20 minutes.
I'm sorry. Okay, Rich Taco, don't take this bad, but you kind of look like Big Al from Blood In, Blood Out. Okay, I remember Blood In, Blood Out, but I don't remember Big Al. Is he ugly?
that's a
Okay, we gotta look that up. Okay,
Yeah.
it's an awesome movie, but yeah, I don't know. Big Al sounds like maybe I'm not.
He sounds fat.
Yeah, he does.
Like, what's his face that doesn't have a neck on 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay, Turkish Style Sean, I got told I look like a mix between the Geico caveman and Jax Teller from Cincinnati. I can see that a little bit. That's funny. Hey, at least they mixed you with Jack Teller, right? Or Jax Teller. I mean, that at least gives you that, like,
What?
Ew, no! Don't
No.
don't call my dad that. No, ew.
No.
Hey, I'm down.
Ew, no.
I'm down.
Why?
He's an old man.
He's gross.
That's what I look like as an old man. I think that's what I'll look like. I will look like Al from Blood In, Blood Out
I
when
surely
I get
hope
older.
Please don't, Dad.
I'm going
Already
to.
old.
No, please.
Oh, Amelia.
Nomad said get a generator like me.
Geico caveman.
Pat was laughing at the guy from Caveman. Oh, hey, Nomads of Chaos.
I can't find my husband.
Oh, what is this? Hi.
Hi.
Yep.
Who is it?
It's Nomad's wife.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, and then Nomad said just get the portable generator I mean, a generator with a portable AC. It's like $700 and it keeps you cold.
I like that price a lot better than like $18,000. So
I was looking at that portable AC at Lowe's today. I'm going to set it up the same way. Nice, go for it. It's totally worth it.
clothes you're never gonna reach.
JC Widow, if your son is smart enough, he can get a scholarship. Texas A&M and UT are a good start. I take it you're from Texas. Texas forever.
I feel that Texas vibe from you. I love though that people from Texas are so from Texas.
Yeah.
There's no denying it. I feel like I salute you. Yes.
What
Yeah.
about us Californians?
Yeah.
Soon to be Tennessee.
California's trash.
California's trash, she said.
It is.
Tell us what you really think, Liz.
Yeah, like a 600 to 800,000 house would be like $300,000, $400,000 in Tennessee.
So,
Okay.
Texas A&M and UT are definitely good schools, and they're football schools, which is one of the criteria that he's looking at. He loves football. He wants to go to a sports school where he can go and kind of enjoy that part of campus life. You know, maybe even help, volunteer on Saturdays in some way, or volunteer in the program in some way. He's big in his school right now. I mean, he plays right now. He probably won't play at that level, but he will. He does like write. He does write for his school right now, like sports recaps for the games and stuff like that. And so he definitely wants to go somewhere where sports is an emphasis. Let's see. Pat's asking Sean if he's in Florida. Yes, he is. Damon, what is up, Damon Harvey? What's going on?
What up?
One of my favorite commenters right there. Kyle Sanderson, do I plan on hiring owner-operators in the future? You know what? I was kind of like kicking that down the road a little bit, but I've been approached a couple times, and I think that's definitely the way I'm going to grow when I go to expand. I'm not going to buy more trucks. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm thinking that I don't really want to buy more trucks and hire company drivers. That is more headaches than I think I'm willing to take on. But bringing on owner-operators is something that I could see. Now, in order to make it worth an owner-operator's while, you got to either have a trailer for them to pull, or if they have their own trailer, or you have some other setup, you got to have an in with a shipper, you got to have an in with a broker, you got to have something to offer an owner-operator besides just numbers to put on the side of the truck. Otherwise, what are they paying you for? I would rather help someone get their own numbers and help them along their pathway to getting their own authority than have them pay me just to put numbers on the side of their truck. I mean, the way I would do it is I would want them to, get their own insurance and do their own thing as much as they can. So, yeah, I'm leaning towards hiring owner-operators in the future, but it would definitely be like once I have something to offer them. And, yeah. And obviously once my MC numbers mature and season and they get older, then I'll have a little bit more leeway. Right now I'm new, and it's like if I bring someone on, it's more risky because I'm brand new as it is. So, Nomad Trucker, the goals comment was about your future plans on beating us in the race. Yeah, okay, all right. It is good to have goals, and my goals are to beat every single one of you guys in the Great Freight Race. So, definitely.
You need to tell me what that is all about after.
Okay, Damon Harvey. It's funny you say that. He said you guys should set up a favorite charity for all of us to donate to.
We got 3.
So we actually decided when we. Hey, careful, buddy. Hey, you almost tripped over the wire, and you're gonna knock everything over. Hey, please don't run. Please don't run.
Careful.
Please don't run.
Nope.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, that got
The way we have this set up is so janky that.
It's like on a
My-
tripod with a ring light, and it's a...
Yeah, but it's all the wires that come off of it, and Gus is gonna trip over it, and he's gonna just
Hi.
Hi, Gussie.
damage. So Damon Harvey asked about setting up a favorite charity for us, all of us to donate to. So we set up the super chats on YouTube, which is not the best way to donate to a charity because
YouTube takes so much.
YouTube takes a big percentage of it, which I didn't know when we set it up. But Nevertheless, we have we have 3 different charities, and actually, I would say there's 2 for sure charities, and then one. I don't know that we have one set up yet for autism awareness, but I know that we are giving to our church, which has a grocery assistance program for our local community, for the underprivileged in our local community who have a hard time getting groceries. And so we are going to be giving to that. We are going to be giving to the JDRF Foundation, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
Diabetes. You just made up your own word.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
So my oldest son, Miles, has type 1 diabetes, which they used to call juvenile diabetes, but now they call type 1 diabetes. And so we are going to be giving some of our, a portion of what comes in. So basically, we're not going to keep any of the money from Super Chats. We're just going to give it all away, at least our portion of it, after YouTube takes like 45%.
Yeah.
So if you want to give to JDRF. You can give to Enclave Community Church in Turlock, California, for the grocery assistance program. Or we haven't decided yet which autism research.
Yeah, there's a lot, and so I'll have to put that on my list this week to kind of do
Research, because
some research
we had talked about
this.
donating to autism awareness, but we didn't zero in on which actual organization we would be giving that
And
to.
we were really kind of took the wind out of ourselves when Nick saw how much YouTube takes. It was like we were like so excited because it was how much money?
It was like 80 something bucks on
It
our
was like
first live
it was
where we
like
had
almost
super chats available.
$100, and I was like, that's cool, like
Yeah.
rad. And then it was like, oh no, just kidding. Here's $50, and it was like,
Yeah. And
Oh.
so I was like,
Dang.
I feel much less like enthusiastic about
I
doing
know.
Send super chat.
this. So
You don't have to.
Yeah. No, David,
Okay.
that's a great question and a great suggestion
And we
about
give you
those for sure.
a great
okay, Oscar Vasquez has been putting out good content, but love your family, love family you got there. They're awesome. I love them too.
We like them.
We are
Thank Thank you for the good comment. I feel like the content's gotten better since I got my own truck, and got the new truck and got my own authority. I would watch my own channel now, whereas before I wouldn't have watched anything I made up until I got Elway. So just personally, does the wife want to become a truck driver and drive the Peterbilt?
That's a big fat no. My grandpa, my dad, I grew up with it for sure. My dad is still a truck driver. But I like to take road trips. And I actually, of all three of all three of us, my growing up, I went with my dad the most in the truck. Like, would take trips with him because he would just, go in the sleeper as a little girl and just lay really flat and still when we went somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. But I went with him the most, more than my brother and my sister. I liked going on trips. It was fun, but I don't know if I could actually hang with that being my job. So I just
Plus,
You have to choose a gear in 5 seconds.
plus I need her. I need her to be here, more than you guys would want to know. I need her like something fierce. I need her to be my home base if we're gonna survive. So not that she
You got me.
not-
Gus.
not that she couldn't do anything she wants to do, but right now with the children where they're at, and with me being gone so much and living, trying to run the business the way I'm trying to run it, it's like I need her not to be doing too much more, which is what I wouldn't have taken on this career even or this path of starting my own authority if I knew she wasn't gonna hold down the home front.
basically he's nothing without me.
Yes.
And he just said it on YouTube. So now everyone
Well,
knows.
I know we missed some.
Okay, so there we go.
I feel like
You
it's
do this.
weird that
Did you
people
plan? Hold on a
are
second.
Turbo said, "Man, I'm hearing weird stories about financing. Seem like lenders are getting a little nervous about the economy." I think so too. It's weird. I don't know what it
Well,
is.
the economy is
Omar Nunez said, "Get a PPP loan and get the APU." Yeah. I don't know how I missed those ones, but I did. So now I'm going to go back down. There you go. Trucker Style Sean said, be careful when you bring on owner operators. Yeah, because they're a bunch of losers. No, I'm joking. Dave and Harvey, love y'all, living the dream. Truck Style Sean, you need help finding a contract. I'm here for you. Hey, we've talked about that on the phone, man. I'm definitely going to run some things by you when I start talking to shippers directly. Right now, I don't have a trailer, so I'm not worrying about talking to shippers or anything, but there's going to come a point in time. Big gains. Can you hire owner operator with AB5 law? The AB5 law, Turbo is going to say down here, let's see, sadly, it doesn't look like trucking will be exempt from AB5. California Trucking Association lost their lawsuit against it a couple of weeks ago. So that's news to me. I hadn't heard that. I don't keep up on things like that, to be honest. I don't know how that AB5 is going to affect me, but there's ways around it. They just need to be like they need to be their own separate entity. That's basically all that needs to be like. They just need to be their own entity. So, however, like whatever stipulations that the state is going to make, that like wherever that line needs to be drawn, we'll just adhere to that, follow that, so that I can bring on owner operators. But you know, maybe I don't bring on owner operators until I'm in Tennessee. I don't know. Big Gain said he thinks that AB5 is in appeals or it's going to be appealed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that you know, the Teamsters, you know, they're trying to help truckers out so much. They're trying to push AB5 through because they want everyone to become company drivers for the companies that they lease on with, because they want to make money off of those guys, because Teamsters are dying. Because who needs to give a bunch of your money to pay for old guys who have already retired, you know, pay their retirements and their medical bills, and they're taking a big old chunk out of your paycheck every time. It's like, dude, I don't need to do that. I need to save for my own retirement. Oh, well, you are. We're going to take care of you in the future by screwing over the next generation. So,
Okay. Pat just said bye. He said, I gotta run. Love you guys. In a straight way.
Pat, I love you, man. I love you. That was funny.
Bye.
Nice chatting with you.
Wait.
I made one joke one time to Pat in the comments section, and it's been weird ever since. So
Questions.
no, I'm joking.
Hold on,
Questions,
honey.
questions.
Hey,
There's so many
I'm gonna
questions.
get my
to
ice
ask.
water.
I know. Hey, we just gotta keep going with this, okay? I'm sorry. If you guys have any questions for Lucy and Maggie, throw them in here, and then I'll get to them as we get through the whole thing, okay? Let's see. Nevada Trucking and Trails. What is up, my ninja? I gotta make you moderator. I gotta find you. Hold on.
Your fat finger, thank you.
Fat finger.
Fat finger problem.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Hi, Nevada Trucking and Trails.
Hello.
David Harvey, there's a way you can post the charity on your page and we can donate directly. Very good. Let us help. Okay. I don't know how to do that.
We'll figure it out.
She'll figure that out, she said.
We'll just add it to the to-do list. That's ever growing. No, we'll do it.
Owie.
Let's see. Nevada Trucking and Trails. Your channel has gotten much better, but it wasn't bad.
You're very nice.
Yeah.
I know.
Turo said won't be exempt. I knew what you meant. I was.
Cue the music.
Oh yeah, that's my new thing. I don't know why, but that's my new thing.
What's your name?
My new thing is to say roll the music or cue the music or do the music or hey,
Music.
It's like the music.
la musica. Let's see, Nomad. My wife is my everything. I'm the same way. I need her home, so I know everything is okay on the home front. It takes a super strong woman to handle us, for sure.
Amen.
Most def.
I will amen that.
Josh Condon, can a person run a 94 Freightliner on a load board under power only, or is there a cutoff on the year of a truck? I know in California you can't. Most of the places like Swift and a few other places, they want you to actually have like a CARB certificate that you upload with them. If you're gonna eat ice, can you
Crunch, crunch,
They can,
crunch.
Dad, you know that they can hear you.
Yeah, that's why he.
So some places, if you're going to run it in California with an old truck, or I mean not with an old truck, but if you're going to run it in California at all, they want you to have that carb certificate, and that's one of the things that you upload as part of your carrier packet with them. So if you're not going to run in California, I don't know. Maybe I'm pretty sure Sean, Trucker Style Sean, runs a lot of old trucks out in Florida, and he runs on different load boards, and he runs Amazon, and he runs a lot of different stuff. So I think you can run power only. I think it'll probably depend from broker to broker and carrier to carrier who you're going to haul for, whether or not they want a newer truck or not. I know some places, like there's a local place I talked to when I was trying to lease on my old truck somewhere else. I was trying to leave Silva before, and they said they needed a truck that was less than 5 years old. So
Yeah.
that was that. Let's see.
Jesse Bear, come here, buddy.
Trucker Style Sean took off. He said the load's ready. Y'all have a blessed night. Later, y'all. All right, Sean.
Oh yeah, he left
You're-
a while.
Yeah, you're probably out of here already, but love you, man. Peace out. Oscar Vasquez, nothing better than having our partner taking care of business at home and the kids. Kids need one full-time parent at home, especially these days. Yeah, I think so. I mean, the two-parent working thing is cool if you have a good support system outside of your parent, like the couple, the spouse. If you have like grandparents or aunts and uncles and a lot of support around your kids, then it's good. But if you're just kind of running on your own power, both parents working, running themselves thin, and then the kids just end up kind of getting the short end of the stick on that one. And sure, you might have nice things, but kids need your presence. Yeah, they need you. They need your presence more than they need your presence.
Oh, Mom was on
Your
like
gifts.
a 30-minute
So-
call and that was Daddy. We were miserable.
All right, let's see. Mrs. Nevada Trucking and Trails. Hi guys.
Yay.
Hey, I watched your video. I think you might be more natural on camera than Kyle is. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything bad about Kyle, but I'm just saying you guys should record some more at night. And I'm glad you guys got that new setup because you're a natural. You did really well.
I'm a natural.
Nomad Trucker, all it says is message retracted. So redacted. I don't know what was redacted, but I'm excited for that. Hey, can you stop, please?
Hey, Lou. Rain in, girl.
JC Widow, 85 is a power grab, and Congress is trying to do the same thing at the federal level. Look up HR 842, Protecting the Right to Organize Act of 2021. That doesn't sound like I want to look that up, to be honest.
Maggie can look it up. She
Mrs.
looks
Nevada
up
Truck-
everything.
Lucy, sit up, please.
Hey.
Lucy, sit up, please.
I need to try to get through these.
Thank you, babe.
And you're adding comments in every time I say something, and it's hard.
Bye, Nomad.
Let's see.
Come here.
Nomad Trucker. Speaking of being with your family, yeah, you gotta go home and hang out with your family, man. Hang out with your family. Let's see. Josh Condon up in Oregon and Washington. You know what? They're like California Junior and California the Third. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You'll have to see about those ones. Oregon's its own its own deal anyway. With they make you have a special permit and all that stuff. So they got their own thing going. Oscar said, "Have a good night." All right, Oscar. Peace out. Adam Gomez said, "How many miles did I run this week?" Only 1,900. I only did 3 loads this week, so I'm finding it hard to string loads together in an effective way to keep the truck rolling with power only. Schneider has a ton of power only loads, but they don't take owner-ops. They don't take carriers on until they have 6 months of their own authority. JB Hunt has a bunch, but they don't do it until, I forget if they're 90 days or 6 months, but they won't accept a new authority as well. So yeah, I'm having a hard time putting down the miles like I did a few weeks ago. Swift has really been keeping me rolling, and so I'm kind of like, I got 3 loads right here. They've countered me on a bunch of them. They just don't want to pay until the last minute, which I get. That's fine. You know, they want to see if they can cover them for cheaper, and they're not going to pay a bunch of money up front, you know, like 2 or 3 days early. So it's really hard to like plan my week. So then I'm left like the day of trying to figure out what, you know, where I'm going, what I'm doing, you know, how to. So when I want to plan things ahead of time, anyway. So there's.
That's
So-
funny.
Damon Harvey asked, "Is Maggie wearing your pink T-shirt?" It was for my nephew's birthday. It was like a glow in the dark jump place or something like that, right? Wasn't it
It's
something
called
like
Glow, I think.
that? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I think
It
it
was
is
like-
mine.
Yeah, Dad's like, here, you can have it. So I have my pajama shirt. Wait, why did you say no?
Because it's my pink shirt.
Let me see. Where are we at?
I think we
Yeah,
think we
caught
caught
up.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
except for Adam Gomez. Do you have to pay for access to this different load boards?
So Adam, the only one I pay for is the DAT load board, which is like it's really a catch-all. So a lot of times, the brokers will have it on their own apps and load boards ahead of time. So I see a lot of duplicate loads on the DAT load board. There are some that like TQL will put on the DAT load board, but not have on their carrier dashboard app. But for the most part, if you get set up with these brokers, you know, Knight Swift Brokerage, TQL, Uber Freight, Convoy, Coyote after 30 days, CH Robinson, you can access their apps or their load boards online for free. So there's a lot of kind of, I don't know, trying to, like I go through a whole slew of apps trying to find loads sometimes, just trying to see, and like Coyote doesn't have very much in the way of power only, so I haven't really even looked at them. CH Robinson hasn't had any power only, so I don't even look at them anymore. Once I get a trailer, I'll be looking at CH Robinson a lot more. But yeah, those things are free to use, and so I don't know. I'm gonna kind of play it by ear once I get my trailer. If I end up using the DAT load board more often, Reefer seems like maybe there's a number of like smaller brokerages that work within refrigerated freight. So I may want to stay on the DAT load board because that would be where they post things. But yeah, all of those ones are free. And so paying for DAT right now for doing what I'm doing, which is just power only, intrastate California, I think I've gotten 2 loads out of my 19 so far, off of the DAT load board, and all the other ones have been off of the apps and the load boards. And I mean, Swift has probably been like 7 or 8 or 9 of them now, so they're knocking it out of the park. So, is there any other ones?
Now, questions for me.
Oh my goodness!
What about a
Oh,
Here we go.
flatbed and dry van only, all in one, or all in one, not only?
So
Hey,
Dana Harvey.
Emmy.
no, Lucy. Are you?
Okay, so what about a Conestoga trailer, flatbed and dry van all in one? You know, I have been told that Conestogas are cool, but mainly for the flatbed stuff. That some dry van places they won't load you if you have curtain sides. They don't. They're scared that their guys are going to drive off the side. I don't know. I don't know how guys. I mean, could you imagine that? Like being worried that you're. It's like, well, if you're worried that your guy's going to drive off the side, then I'm worried that he's going to drive into the side. I mean, if him with a forklift, if you're worried about him going through the edge of a tarp, he's going to go through that thin metal wall that's there. I mean, it's a forklift. It's heavy. Oh man. So anyway, let's see. Ovillain 1 2. Ovillain? Oh, it just disappeared. I need to see it. He said, I hate to admit it, but I'll run the cheaper loads headed south. Sometimes it's the only way to get south with the higher paying loads coming back north. Hey, bro, I do the same thing. I mean, you guys are seeing I'm getting under $2 a mile to go south every time. I mean, I've had a couple times where I got paid, you know, a decent amount going south where I was over $2 a mile. Most of the time I'm like at $1.60, $1.70 a mile. And it's just the way it is, man. I went back empty this last week because I just wanted to plan out my day to where I delivered the load, went and got the load down south, and then delivered the load the next day. It was gonna work better for me. So I ran extra mileage without getting paid, but I cut out that time for the pickup and then the delivery and then trying to pick up again. You know, I just kind of squeezed it in, and then it is what it is, man. I do the same thing, and honestly, if I could get 3 really good loads coming out of LA, I'd just go back empty every time and just say skip those loads going south. But you got to know that you're going to get that good stuff coming out, because I've taken loads coming out on a Friday, and you know the only thing I could find was like a $1,200 load. So if you go down empty and they only come out with a $1,200 load, then man, you're hurting.
You're bummed.
Yeah.
And then Turbo, have you met any local brokers?
I haven't met any local brokers yet, but I haven't been trying that hard because I don't have a trailer, and I feel like once you have a trailer, then that's the real asset. Like having a truck you're just a truck. Like trucks are a dime a dozen for the most part. Having a trailer is where the value is. That's where like you now have the asset that can you can go and pick up the load and take it on the drop of a hat. And so I feel like that's more valuable to brokers and shippers than a truck. So I haven't been building up any relationships on that thing. But also, I mean, as being a new authority, I'm really only using big mega brokers, and you know, I'm getting all my stuff from Swift Night, from TQL, from Convoy, Uber Freight. So you know, you don't build relationships with those people very much. I mean, I have my guy at Swift, but I mean, I have to remind him who I am every time I call him. I just have his number, so I call him directly, and he tends to get me better rates than they're offering on the load board. So that's why I go that route. He's starting to get to know me because I bug him so much. But
Mrs. Makes Sense.
Hey y'all.
Tiffany, she joined us, and then Aaron said, "Hey, Velox."
What's up, Aaron?
And then Damon Harvey said, "Are you able to lock up any of these loads and make them like permanent, like repeatable once they know you?"
I mean,
didn't the water load pay good? Do it again.
I mean, I could, I'm sure. The only guy who's mentioned anything about that was a TQL broker, and it was on that that recycled TV load that I probably don't want to do again. He's like, "We can make this an every week thing if you want," and I'm like, dude,
No.
I don't. I mean, those guys were like tweakers, dude, just loading up my trailer, and I was waiting for them, and these other guys were like hobbling around, sitting in the car, not working. There was one dude loading everything with whatchamacallit?
$1. The 2-prong
pallet
thing, yeah. Torrance, the trucker. I have my own authority with my own truck and trailer. This is my best week.
$12,675 gross. That's what I'm talking about. Where did you run? Because Torrance the trucker. That's why I got my own authority, because I want that. That is what I'm talking about. That's a month right there. You just made a month in a week.
Go on vacation.
No, stack it up.
Oh my gosh, calm down.
Sorry.
Okay.
I get excited about that. I'm sorry. That's the dream. You're literally living the dream right now.
I could not tell that you were so enthusiastic.
He clapped his hands at you guys. Damon Harvey, no to TQL. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm off the TQL stuff. I told them. I was like, you know what?
This is my last load.
I said, I'm not going to do any more loads for you guys. In fact, I might drop this load that I have scheduled this Sunday. And the guy goes, And then I actually hung up on him. And then he called back and he said, I have to notify you that if you drop that load, then you're going to be charged this and this and this. And so I said, you know what? Okay, fine. Then that'll be my last load. And then I called him back later and I was like, hey, I'm sorry I blew up on you. I'm here at this receiver for 12 hours. I'm frustrated. I didn't know you guys only paid $30 an hour after 3 hours of free time. That's ridiculous. That's less than I've been paid as an owner operator anywhere I've ever, been leased on or any. It's the lowest I've ever heard, $30 an hour after 3 hours. Like that's just ludicrous. And so I was like, I'm sorry. This is going to be my last, or this next Sunday is going to be my last load. I'm not going to deal with TQL anymore. But I know that's not your fault, and I shouldn't have hung up on you, and I shouldn't have talked to you the way I did. So I'm sorry about that. But I was just like, dude, I'm done with TQL. I'm out.
Isn't that 50 cents an hour? For $30 an hour?
No. But it's
So Adam Gomez says, do you have any family in SoCal?
no. Please don't skip. No skipping.
You're asking
'Cause
very nicely, though. I appreciate
Because you
that.
almost tripped over the wire.
Hi, you sit with mom? Sit with daddy? Climb over everyone. Okay.
I just.
Here we go again.
He's such a good listener.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you fell.
Do you guys have any
Okay,
questions?
so do you have any family in SoCal? Not in like LA, but I guess,
I have
go ahead.
my grandpa on my mom's side. He is in San Dimas. Actually, I think he might be in Riverside now
Yeah.
in a home.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he's like I didn't have like a really strong relationship with him. So but he's been like he's been in that home for a while, and so he doesn't know like he's losing his cognitive ability and maybe early onset dementia or something like that. So he's got something going on where he wouldn't remember me because we didn't have a close relationship anyway, and then like he doesn't even remember my mom and stuff sometimes, and he has problems. So yeah. So and then we do, and then my wife has family down in San Diego County.
Yeah.
In
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad, thank you. Carlsbad, Oceanside.
Carlsbad, but most of our the closest family that we have is like in Ventura and I guess not Ventura anymore. Camarillo, and then in New Pas, which is Central Coast. But
Central Coast.
yeah.
And Tennessee.
Torrance, the trucker said, I run the south to northeast to Ohio, then back to south, a triangle.
That is the triangle right there. That's the one. From the south to the northeast, from the northeast to Ohio, Ohio down. I play around. I do a little Sammy Lloyd thing, and I get on DAT and I look at all the markets and I try and figure out, because when I'm in Tennessee, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do things.
Because
And I want to run Atlanta and then up to Columbus or Cincinnati and kind of run like that little semi-moon thing through the house. And I think that would pay good enough, just a one-way thing. But if I wanted to triangulate it, the Northeast would be where it's at. Maybe Pennsylvania. But yeah.
Damon Harvey said, stack it up.
Stack it up.
And then Torrance the trucker said, I live in North Carolina. And then Damien laughed.
Hey,
And then,
Torrance, do you watch Not Your Average Trucker? 'Cause he's from North Carolina. He's one of my old school YouTube follows that I haven't been catching up with him as much anymore. I got a long list of YouTubers to watch, and so I don't watch him as much. But I also don't think he posts as much as he used to. So, but he's from.
Kyle Sanderson asked you a question that I think you get asked all the time. Why don't you lease a trailer for the meanwhile?
So Kyle, so I looked into leasing a trailer very early on, and also renting a trailer short term. And the lease trailers were sorry, I'm like getting sticky sweaty. I don't know if the AC. Can we turn it
I
down?
know, I'm hot.
Can you go see where the AC set up is?
It's only like 74, but I'm like baking like a toasted cheese already.
Yeah,
So hot.
74 and set to 74. How much?
72.
Push it down twice so it goes down to 72.
Thank
And then
you.
it'll kick on.
I know how to use
okay.
Okay, so the lease, no one will lease a trailer right now. Well, they wouldn't months ago, and I've heard it's gotten worse now. They won't lease to a small carrier with
Small potatoes for them.
with only one truck. I was told by Premier Leasing that I needed to have at least 5 employees before they would lease a trailer to me. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Hey, we got 34 people in here, but we only got 14 likes. Why don't you guys hit that like button?
And then Damon Harvey said, if anyone gives you guff, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
TQL is bad. We know Nevada trucking. And
Nomad.
trails, yep.
Nomad Trucker calls me that guy now. Because I always say stuff and he's like, oh, you're that guy? You're that guy?
That
so
guy.
I'm that guy. So you know a guy, but I'm that guy. So hey, can you guys not walk back and forth over the wire? I know someone's gonna trip over it.
Damon Harvey said he's the guy in Oxnard. His brother and his family live, or no, not in Oxnard.
They live in Camarillo. But yeah, so that's my brother, the graphic designer who designed my logos and who did the Photoshop rendering of my truck. He did Nomad Trucker's new logo, by the way. That's my brother that lives in Camarillo, and he's like my best friend. He's my best friend for life. So that's my dude. So I try to get down there whenever I can. Let's see. Torrance Trucker, North Carolina to Ohio, 2,300 on 399 miles. Dang, bro. That's good. That's good.
It's a little bit of money.
Then Ohio to Memphis, Tennessee, 600 miles. Then Memphis to Georgia, 2,000. Then Georgia to New Hampshire, 1,293. 4,000?
And the short load.
Bro, that's stacking some cash. I like that. I'm digging it, man. That gives me a lot of hope for when I move out to Tennessee. Of course, I'm gonna move out to Tennessee, and then the freight rates are gonna go.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying, it's crazy right now.
But he could jinx it.
It's at an all-time high. Freight is at an all-time high right now, and you're running the right lanes. You're playing it smart. You're keeping the hammer down. You're doing what you need to do. That's amazing. Damon Harvey, wait, for those of us who joined late, Tennessee, what? Yeah. Go ahead. Are you going to answer that?
Spit it out.
Answer what?
Never mind.
Yeah, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, you're raising your hand to say something that's off topic. So, Damon Harvey, yes, we are trying to escape California once my son graduates high school in a year. So,
I'm excited, but I'm also super nervous.
super nervous.
I'm super excited.
Because I just feel like this is going to be so much different in California.
Oh, it's a completely
Adam
different state.
Gomez, so when you get stuck out here near Orange County, hit me up, bro. You can shower at my crib.
Hey, that's a real offer.
Hey, when you go a couple days using baby wipes to clean yourself, you'll take anyone up on an offer of a hot shower.
He is not a dirty guy. He is a clean guy, so he does not like that at all. He's just like, I gotta get a shower.
Oh, I'm not
Torrance the Church said, wait until that bridge is fixed. Yeah, I heard about that. I was kind of worried about that because we're the bridge that goes into Memphis, Tennessee, over the Mississippi River, right? Yeah. So that bridge is like having major issues right now. So
Welcome home.
that was weird. No, it's I arrived with Julene.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so live 360 getting thrown off. Anyway, so I'm headed out there with Miles in July. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect us too bad. We might have to take a little detour around that part, and it might take us a little bit longer to get out there. But
Sammy just jumped on, but said he had to go. He just wanted to say hey.
makes sense.
Sammy!
What's Vado or Vado?
I'm sad that Sammy can only join for a little bit. It's been a while since I've caught up with Sammy. I need to call you, Sammy. If you're still in here, I gotta call you, man. I gotta call you. Catch up.
How and when do you edit? So I know it's background stuff, but I always wonder when you have time. That's great.
So I use like an online editor, which is cool, except I have to upload my video footage first. then edit, then I download it and then upload it to YouTube. So my problem I'm having right now is the using up all the data to upload and do all that. I gotta figure out a way. My daughters have it set up to where if I post directly from my video editing software, it posts to their channel.
By the way, subscribe.
Yeah, Jenkins Girls, to subscribe. There
By
you
the
go.
way, subscribe. Oh my gosh. Did you get that?
There you go. Hold on. What were we saying? Oh yeah. So then Sammy said I'll be rolling all day tomorrow, bro. So then I got confused. So I'm gonna hit you up, Sammy.
It's Sunday.
I'll call him anyway. I'll find time.
Sammy, come on. I'm just kidding.
That's when we go
Okay.
to church.
So,
When do you find time to edit?
oh yeah. So the editing it's kind of gotten easier. I actually take the time to re-record a lot of times. So I'll say something and it'll come out terrible and it'll come out like 8 minutes long and then I'll just delete it right away. And I'll be like, okay, take 2. And I just start.
Also, you really,
You need to get better at not saying.
you really, like I think in this last video, you flashed to me because I'm off to the side while you're recording. But I would say the thing is that you have more of a clear plan of what you're gonna say and you know how you're even gonna edit the video ahead of time. So you're like, hey, Velox 18, blah, blah, your whole thing, and then you're like, roll the music, and then you wait a second, and you're like, okay, so you like go through, but you like pause where you're gonna put stuff, and so I just feel like I've watched you make videos before, and you're just like a rambling man. I love you, but you ramble, and so now you've just gotten more like your intro, you're you're more comfortable, and you say stuff. Can you stop? Thank you.
You already fed it to the dog once, and I don't want her to eat it.
It's a little plastic.
Okay. So yeah. So Damon, that's kind of the time. I mean, you have to take 10 hours off, or at least 8-2 splits, and I only need like 6 hours of sleep. I can't sleep much past that in the truck. I mean, it's just kind of when I'm really tired. Like today, I got like 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep last night. It was good. But so when I'm in my own bed, I can definitely sleep. But when I'm in the truck, it's just I don't need that much sleep. So all I gotta do is just upload the videos and then throw them in there and edit. And like she said, I have been trying to get them more to where it's almost just throwing the clips in, and I don't have to edit, like cut it up that much. I still do sometimes because I'm like, that was terrible, that was hideous, but. Michael Brown, you are squirreling me at the moment. I'm like looking at it like that's fine.
You squirreled me. I got squirreled.
Let's see. Torrance the Trucker said, "And I'm dry-van." Bro, I'm telling you, you're getting it.
Hey.
You're getting it. David Harvey said no, but I think that's about moving to Tennessee.
Yeah. You're a Cali boy, Vato Velox.
Vato Velox por vida. Let's see. BT Trucking, where are you moving to? We're gonna try and do Tennessee. We're gonna try and do Tennessee, down by Murfreesboro, somewhere. I don't live outside of Murfreesboro, but around there, near there.
Like Roswell.
Omar Nunez said, come haul crude oil in Texas. I think I'm good on Texas. We thought about Waco. We did. We thought about Waco, but my only family that used to live there has now relocated to Washington State. And so I think we need family, man. I think we need to be near family to support us and to feel like, we're not going to lose our minds when we move. So, Damon said, I will run your truck while you're in Tennessee. Hey, Damon, that might be an option. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's some, because I have to run it in California up until December of 22. And we're going to move in the summer of 22. So there's going to be a little window of time there where I was just going to run the truck out there, drop off all of our stuff, run the truck back out here, and run maybe like the ag season out here, or do something out here, and then not put any more miles on the truck out of state, but still make a living up until the holidays, and then go park for the holidays, hang out with the family for the holidays, and then start up January 1st as a Tennessee company. We're gonna start an LLC and do all the stuff. out in Tennessee.
I
So
feel like I don't really want to be friends with Southerners.
you don't want to be friends with Southerners. Well, I think you're gonna feel differently
Yeah.
when you get
I
there.
think you should change that.
Nevada Trekking and Trails said Nashville is beautiful. Definitely check it out. Yeah, I think Nashville's a given. It's like everyone knows Nashville's a great city.
Oh, it's beautiful.
so-
I want to go to Nashville.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But you're not gonna have any friends in Nashville.
I
'cause
just
you won't make friends with
visited. I
people.
just visited in October to kind of like scout the land. Be the first. They sent me out first. Visit my parents and stuff, and my brother and his family, and I was like, yes, even like what they consider, like to me, even the city of Nashville, like it's a city, but it's not like San Francisco. Like it's still like somehow so green everywhere. Everywhere.
Are you okay?
I have something about
Are you okay there?
Sorry.
Torrance the Trucker said, I'm trying to get in that challenge in July. Hey, bro, I mean, do you have a YouTube channel? I need to go check you out. I think we're full right now, but I'm kind of like, this is our first time doing it. I have a feeling we're going to do it more often. See, I think we might do this first like 10-week peak freight season, but then we might do, because there's a number of peaks during the year, so we might end up coming back to like a pre-Christmas type thing. So, Torrance Strugger, you said you'll make one. You should, bro. You should. I honestly think everyone, no matter what you do for a living, you should make a YouTube channel or an Instagram account, and like, of course, you don't have to put everything out there kind of the way I do. You don't have to have your kids in front of the camera or anything like that. But if you create content, it will increase your revenue for what you're doing. And I think that's good for everyone. You know, like people can learn from you, they can make fun of you, they can ridicule you, but you know you can make a little bit of extra coin just by. I mean, it takes time and energy and effort. Believe me, it does. But you know, if you can supplement your income a little bit, then it's all worth it. You know, it's like if you can get, you know, for doing the same amount of things that you're already doing in your regular job. I guess I heard this social networking person. I heard this social networking person say. She's the one who said that. She's like an expert in that stuff. She said, if you're not creating some kind of online content, then you're leaving money on the table. And I was like, man, I think I should just do it. I think I should do it. It took me a while before I finally like actually got up the courage to do it and put myself out here, because it's not hard, but it's not easy to be like in front of everybody, putting your stuff out there. Like my numbers aren't cool. Like with your numbers, I'd be like strutting around like this, being all like, I'm making like less than half. I'm making like a third of what you made this week, running California power only, trying to like, you know, I'm only doing 3 loads back and forth, and yeah, it's a little challenging for me to put myself out there sometimes, because it's not a. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting squirreled by the comments, guys. I'm sorry. Michael Brown squirreled me again with his "oh look, a squirrel" comment. So thank you, Michael Brown, for squirreling me.
I should have went wrong. Sorry.
Damon Harvey.
Do I need to help you reel it in?
The trucker wife is correct. You set up your vids just right. Good editing. So just a couple extra cameras. You know, I thought about doing some angles,
I suggested that.
doing some different stuff. It would increase the amount of time editing and stuff. So I just kind of, I don't know. Right now, I'm spending more time trying to figure out trucking and loads, and figure out how to get loads and what they are. So,
Okay.
let's see.
Someone's in London.
Let's see. Okay. Luis Garcia said in Linden right now. Yeah, that's where Aaron Judge is from.
Oh, really?
Linden, California.
That
Yep.
little.
Linden. Out there by
I
Stockton.
I
Stockton.
thought you were saying London, except with a weird
No.
accent.
And then Michael Brown said, I'm actually from Murfreesboro, but he lives in Lynchburg now. So that's cool, bro. That's cool.
How old are you, and where did you go to school?
Okay, there you go. Middle
Oh,
Tennessee
wait.
State?
No, I mean, I just
Oh,
wonder
like-
if he knows Raina and her brother.
Oh, I see.
Like, I don't know how old he is. If he's in his, like, 30 or under, he might know them.
Let's see.
Six.
E-Money. Washington State is a lot better than Texas. Yeah. Weather-wise, that's for sure. I mean, I know some people trip on the rain and stuff, but I don't know. I have friends that live up in Sequim in Port Angeles in that area, and they call that like the Sun Belt. And so it's like, it's beautiful up there, man. I love it up there. And once again, it's always green, just like Tennessee. So it's kind of cool. Torrance Trucker said he's gonna make a channel tomorrow. He's gonna start one. All right, bro. Then we'll hit you up on the next one. Start building up those subscribers, and we'll get you on the next challenge we got going, bro.
Make dumb
Although we may
videos.
not want to, if you keep making money like that, you're just gonna run away with it. We might have to keep you in your own category. Put you in like a super trucker category, like for the big top earners, the big dog earners. I don't know. I'm over here barely making anything in California. But hold on, Nevada
I'm
Truck.
not making dumb videos like my dad.
Nevada Trucking and Trail said, learn guitar. YouTube isn't worth it. You got a better chance of hitting it as a guitar player. No, but you could learn the guitar and put it on YouTube. Boom. Videos, content.
Or you could just put a hat out in the mall.
I had it on the wall.
Just like in all the movies.
All right, Jose Espinoza, what's up, man? Love all the content you put out. Keep on grinding. I'm in Cali also. How long does motor carrier permit take after sending off application in the mail? To be honest, bro, I didn't do it through the mail. My motor carrier thing. Oh, are you talking about the CA number? Yeah, because the CA number is the motor carrier permit. So the lady that helped me with mine, she told me that the wait time was up to like 3 or 4 months, but she said take a photocopy of your application and a photocopy of the check that you sent and keep that with you, and that you can run. Because the DMV is so far behind, they're going to let people run without actually having their motor carrier permit without their CA number in hand. And you're going to be able to run just with the DOT number, as long as you have the proof that you sent them a check. So that's what I have. I actually don't have mine yet. So that's what, yeah, man. I don't know how long it's going to take. I see him falling asleep. Yeah, he's almost asleep already. Yeah, he just climbed into mom's lap and said good night. It's 9:30. I mean, it's late enough for him.
Passing bedtime.
Let's see. Michael Brown said 45 and went to Riverdale. Riverdale, like the TV show? Is that?
Is that a TV show? I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Oh. It's obviously out of my age group and my girl.
Mom, you.
It's an old TV show.
Yeah, it's
It
not
was an
TV
older
show.
TV show, and then it came back on Netflix, and then they did like a remake of it or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're a little bit too old for them, but we have.
Oh, Luis Garcia said I just dropped off some cherries. Next time I'll see if he can get you a bag. Yeah, Maggie will eat the entire thing.
Oh, yeah,
she's-
she ate
until
20.
she's sick.
Yeah.
Until I vomit.
Literally.
Just say that you got sick. What do you have to say? to that?
Literally, she got sick and she threw up
Okay.
from eating
No one wants to hear that. That's why I said
I don't want to
sick.
hear it. I'm good.
Everybody loves to hear
Jesse Castro says, sorry I'm late, guys. That's all right. It's all good.
What's up, Jesse?
We're just hanging out on the couch, chilling with everybody, trying to answer everyone's questions. So, Adam Gomez, which ELD are you using? I'm using Garmin. It's been working okay. I don't have any complaints. You have to back up the data on it onto a thumb drive every so often. It doesn't have any monthly recurring fees. It doesn't have a big thing to connect to the internet up on top of the dash. It just stores everything on the backup device on your thumb drive, and then you just gotta have that thumb drive available. I think if DOT wants to stop you and look at something. So I guess that's how it works. Let's see. Sequim is a notorious rain shadow area. The rain is blocked by the Olympic Mountains. It is beautiful there. I really enjoy it up there, David. Really enjoy it. BT Trucking said, I just started making YouTube. Nice. Do it, bro.
Grind.
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 From our 10-year-old.
Yep.
Grind.
Go ahead and grind.
Grind.
No, but for real, I think that everyone should do it. I mean, I'm a nobody. I'm a dude who is just like driving, you know.
He's nobody, and you guys could be something.
I'm just saying that it's not like it doesn't take like some special unique skill set to put stuff out on YouTube. You've got guys from Hey, can you stop interrupting, please? There's guys from every walk of life. Some guys are like real natural in front of the camera. Some guys are real talkative. Other guys are kind of monotone. There's a guy that I was just watching. Oh, I forget his name. He does like repairs and stuff, but he's real serious and he talks at kind of a lower volume the whole time. And he got a little bit of a southern drawl and he just talks real mellow the whole time. And it's like the exact opposite of me, but he's got a bunch of subscribers and he's getting a bunch of views and he's doing YouTube. And so it's like, man, you can really do it. There's no requirement to be something that you're not, or just be who you are and put it out there. And I think people are gonna do it. So let's see, Nevada. I'm gonna skip down to that. Nevada said, "BT subscribed. You've got some things going on with the new authority. I'll check you out." So yeah, you guys go check out BT Trucking while you're here. Go check out BT Trucking and go subscribe to his channel. Let's see. I haven't seen anything of it yet, but I'm gonna go check it out after we get off this. I'll go see what's up. Go see what's up with BT Trucking. Torrance said, "Once you get a trailer, I promise you're going to blow up, bro." I hope so. But I'm not in your lanes, bro. Your freight lanes are hot right now, crazy hot. So even if I get my trailer and even if things are going good, I still don't think I'm gonna touch your numbers from this week, man. You killed it. Jose Espinoza, thanks, bro. I do have my CA number and DOT, and they're active. I'm waiting on my motor carrier permit. It's different than the CA number. Thanks for the response. Okay, so my authority, I did all that through a third party, Motor Carrier HQ. So it's weird. The CA number is tied, like California issues you a motor carrier permit, an MCP, that's tied to your CA number. So that's what I thought you were talking about. But your MC number, your motor carrier authority, there's a 21-day wait period after it's like submitted. Now mine was submitted online by Motor Carrier HQ. They're a company that helps set people's authorities up. So I paid someone to help me do that. But there's a 21-day mandatory wait before your authority can go active. And during that time, you have to get your insurance and all that kind of stuff so that once your insurance goes active, you're past the 21-day mandatory wait period, then your insurance company like submits that you have active insurance, and then it like goes like your authority goes live, goes active after that. So it's kind of a lot of things moving at once, but it doesn't take too long. It's really not
Say goodnight,
that
girls.
crazy.
We're gonna go to bed, Gus. Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. Hey, I love you, girls.
Love you too.
Bye.
Love you too.
You guys are super in our lives right now.
Let's see. Jesse Castro said, "Just finished a load from Tennessee to Las Vegas." Don't blow all the money you just made out there in Vegas, bro. You gotta save that stuff up. You guys are like a heater.
Well, Gus just like
All right.
it's like 40 pounds.
Let's see. Damon Harvey just saying, "I don't mind the kids' comments or just jumping in. I don't have a family to spend time with, so the more the merrier. Let them grind." Hey, I'm okay with it. It's just Lucy will like step on everything I say. It's kind of like it's an ongoing thing. It's not just when we're on live on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is like forever in our life. So
You have to tell Lucy to read the room and the situation often.
yeah. So
It's
so
okay.
that's yeah. So we're. It's
Yeah.
not just because you guys are here. It's because
Your mama.
it's because it's a regular thing in like all areas of our life where she kind of doesn't understand that like she doesn't get to just like insert herself in other people's business and in the conversation. Like Jessica and I will sit down and she will start telling me something and Lucy will jump in like immediately with her thoughts on it, and it's like, hey, there's going to be a time for us to hear your thoughts on this, but right now we're trying to decide, this or that or the other thing, or mom's asking me something. Anyway, so it's
And
not just because you.
It's part of being a parent. I mean, it doesn't bother us like that. It's just you get to see it because here you are.
Here you are. You're on
You're
all of
here.
our business.
They're going to bed. He fell asleep. The dog wants to try to also get on my lap.
Nevada Trucking and Trails said, just remember, BT, I'm your second subscriber, right after your wife, I hope. Hopefully. Michael Brown, honestly feel like I'm at the pinnacle of my driving career. Would like to get my own truck. Just got to get my wife on board with it. Hey,
Yeah.
for real, you do need to get your wife on board with it because you need her. If you're going to do it, you need her because it's hard.
And she might need a little time, and that's okay.
I had to. Jessica grew up around. Her dad is not anymore. He was an owner operator for most of her life, leased on to a carrier. Even still, when I bought my first truck, there was like this like block for her that we had to kind of like work through a little bit, and she was cool with it. But it took some time for her to be like, okay, this is a risk, even though we don't have money and we're like barely scraping by. You want to buy a $40,000 truck, have this huge payment each month, and maybe have it break down on us. And I was like, yeah, but I think, and so I kind of showed her the numbers I was looking at, did all that. So the worst case scenario happened. The truck broke down. I spent $30,000 repairing the truck over a 16-month period, and then we still ended up making more money than what I would have made as a company driver. So I'm glad I didn't have to, because if that would have, if we would have failed, it would have been hard for her to do that again or do anything beyond that. So anyway,
And I always had faith in Nick. He's a very hard worker. So it wasn't about that. It was just, I only knew trucking in one lane also. So that was kind of hard. So, and when you're a kid, it's different when your dad does his job and you're the wife of the dad who's doing the job, and you have all the responsibilities. But yeah.
But I have to say, when we started this going out on our own authority, Jessica was on board from the very beginning. No pushback, no hesitation.
Yeah, we had been with Silva for a long time, and there were a lot of things that were a blessing, for sure. All the support that we had, I can't think. I'm getting tired. Like the net of safety, the safety net we had with them, with lots of things, with repairs and all that kind of stuff was nice.
Good night, Nevada.
Good night. But it was like when I just know like Nick's strengths and potential. And so when he was sharing with me like what he saw and what he wanted and what he wanted to do, I think I actually objected to him doing YouTube harder than I did trucking. I was like, why would you waste your time doing that? Like, it's just gonna take all your extra time that you barely have, and then what? And you're like, I'm gonna make money at it, and I'm just like, okay. So in my brain, I'm like, girls that do makeup tutorials make money. Girls that do like stupid hacks that literally still live with their parents and they're 20 years old and they have nothing else to do and they didn't go to school and they just like share all these things because they already have money. They make money at YouTube, but not like a dude who's almost 40 years old with like a family and he's truck driving. But then he showed me all the truckers that he would watch, and I'm like, this is a thing?
It's a thing.
There's like a whole, when I share it with people, like other like women I'll meet just different ways, church or park or kids or school or whatever, and I share that my husband has a YouTube channel that's fairly successful, and I'm like, there's like a whole
Fairly successful. There's
YouTube.
Okay, but let's just say 3,000 subscribers is like the bottom of the successful total poll.
But anyways,
But
that's how I say
wouldn't
it. to
describe it
someone.
as successful.
Okay,
I'd
anyways,
say I have
fairly
a small
successful, and we're gonna make money, so I feel like that's fairly successful. What I'm saying is that I was way more skeptical of that than trucking, because I know it was like the perfect blend of like Nick's heart to be an entrepreneur, but it focused him because he was kind of like, let's start this business and this and this and this and this and this and this, and I was like, whoa, bro. So having it be zeroed in on something that I knew, all those things, and he's smart and is hardworking and all those things. So
Keep going. I'm enjoying this.
I gotta go. I have a dog and a kid snoring on my lap.
Yeah.
This is glamorous.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone
Sorry.
said goodnight to the girls.
Oh, thank you.
Adam Gomez said, "What was the total you paid for your authority?" I think it was like 1,100 and something, and that was both paying them and paying the fees for each application and stuff along the way, which only come out to like $300 something, $400 tops. Like they actually pay the government when you submit those things, because you got to do your BOC3 filing, your UCR, you got to do your motor carrier number, you got to do your DOT number, you got to do the drug testing enrollment, you got to do a bunch of stuff. So all of that stuff ended up coming out to like $1,150. Yeah, Gus is saying goodnight.
Okay. Oh,
Let's see. Okay. Tina Jenkins, Mom, I love you. The girls are already in bed. Let's see. BT Trucking, awesome family man. Thank you. Luis Garcia said, "Us thick boys get hot quick. AC full blast year round." I'm not quite year round. It gets chilly here in the winter times. I burned some almond wood in the fireplace. Although I got a ticket this last year for burning almond wood in the fireplace. I guess you're only allowed to burn on certain days. I didn't know that, but like it's funny because actually the Air Resource Board came and they sent me a ticket in the mail for burning on a no burn day. I thought a no burn day was like for burning like stuff in the brush and that kind of stuff out in the backyard, like leaf piles and all of that. I thought you couldn't burn like that. I thought you could burn in your fireplace, but no, you gotta have like some sort of filter device on your fireplace if you want to burn year round. Super dumb. So Nevada, when he left, he said, "Good night, enjoy the home time, y'all. Enjoy the time together. Prayers and blessings for juggling this with a family. Can't imagine. Respect, Mrs. Velox."
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Damon Harger said, "Do a tattoo video, yours and Jessica's." Jessica doesn't have any tattoos, actually. No tattoos for Jessica. But yeah, mine are personal to me for the most part. I never can show the tiger because it's like on this side. I gotta stand up to do it. And then I got the first one I ever got up here. Yeah. So.
I don't know if I'd ever get a tattoo. I have like ideas, but the fact that it's like permanent forever, I think that aspect of a tattoo is the hardest for me to get over.
It is for your first one.
I
And
feel
after
like-
you get your first one, you're like,
I just
let's
feel
just
like
put some stuff
I'm
on
not-
there.
I mean,
what's the
I'm
worst that can happen? You gotta go over it with like a cooler tattoo.
I just feel like, I mean, I know I'm not getting on my face, but it's like, still.
Although.
Do I need a tattoo on my face? Maybe I do my tattoo my makeup. Hey, my grandma did that. She lined her lips and she did her eyeshadow. And ladies back in the day used to do that to save money. Just a little education.
Turbo said, "God bless you guys. You did the right thing and your hard work will pay off." Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Thank you for all the nice comments.
Adam Gomez said, "I'm hitting up Motor Carrier HQ this coming up Monday for sure." Yeah, bro, and watch their YouTube channel, Holland Assets. Holland Assets. They're putting out all kinds of stuff for starting your own authority. So the owner of Motor Carrier HQ started his own trucking company from the very beginning. Started his own authority, did all the stuff that he does, like that his company does. He went through and interviewed guys, but he started his own trucking company, and then he does like a financial review every month, pretty in depth because he's like a business owner, businessman. So he presents like the actual P&L sheet from QuickBooks, and he's like very professional, handles his stuff legit, and his podcast. You can get it on podcast, or they just started rolling the podcast episodes out on YouTube, so you can watch them on YouTube or listen to them on YouTube. Only the newest ones have video. The ones before that don't have any video. They're just for your listening enjoyment. David Harvey said, just so you know, I'm just up the road from you guys here in Woodland. Used to run hard, LA to Seattle back in the day. Back in the day. Yeah, David, I remember you saying that. I remember you mentioning that to me before. Amsoy Adam, I gotta jump off here too. Gotta finish editing my video from today and get it posted. Yeah, you're posting a lot of videos like I am lately. Hold on, there was something up here. You said, did you see how my subscriber count jumped recently? I'm assuming that has to do with you getting in touch with Alex, because Alex is like the trucking channel whisperer. He gets guys exposure, gets them gets some momentum going. I mean, that's what my first 300 and something subscribers were like. The very next week after I went on the Asian My Show last November, I went from 30 subscribers up to like 300 and something that quick. And then it was a little bit of a long slog to pick up subscribers after that. But yeah, he can get the ball rolling for you. And so I'm glad to see. So yeah, go edit that video. Keep posting those videos. Your videos. I'm not a biker, so the bike week stuff I'm less interested in. But I was watching just to get you some watch time and to support you a little bit. And I was like, man, this is really cool. Like there's a lot going on. You're showing, changing scenes here and there and walking around all the stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. So if you guys haven't checked out Amsoil Adams' channel, go check him out. He's a bike mechanic, Amsoil dealer, and he's also a truck driver who started bought a truck straight out of trucking school, and is an owner operator with his son straight out of trucking school. They leased on with a carrier that runs for North American Van Lines, so they're movers. And so he's running for North American Van Lines in his own truck as an owner operator with his son, doing team driving. It's a rad channel, so go check it out if you guys want to see that.
Did you see Luis Garcia?
Luis Garcia. Did you do hazmat before? Do you still do hazmat? I heard some tankers get like $10 a mile. I did do hazmat as a leased on owner operator. I don't do hazmat any longer for the insurance purposes, but also, so I would have to get a hazmat license, which isn't very much. It's like $150 for a carrier to get a hazmat license, but it's really the insurance that would cause it to spike. So if I got myself like a big contract or something where I knew I was going to be making enough money to compensate for the increased insurance costs, then I would do that. But as of now, just running the spot market, I don't think that it's worth it for me to have my hazmat endorsement, or my hazmat license as a carrier. I have my hazmat endorsement. I'll keep my hazmat endorsement just in case something comes up in the future. But the $10 a mile thing, as a leased on owner operator, I never had that. But we also had contracted freight, which contracted freight is going to be less than spot market freight typically. And so we were running, and we were kind of the bottom of the totem pole hazmat. It's only hazmat because it's elevated temperature. So elevated temperature, it's just not as dangerous as other stuff, flammable, corrosive, all that kind of stuff. They're just more dangerous. So when I was hauling the molten sulfur, we were doing basically, because it was dedicated, so we'd run loaded and then run back empty. So I figured it out over the course of time, and it was like $2 a mile, give or take. And really it was, with the fuel surcharge, maybe a little more than that, but not much. It was maybe $2.25 a mile, something like that. Let's see. Damon said, hey, next time you post, can you please post links to all the other guys you watch? Thanks. A lot of them are in the, if you go to my channel page,
They're listed.
they're listed. I think it's like channels or something like that. And
Yeah.
and I put down there like cool trucking channels, because I'm not like one of these guys who's gonna I don't know, like wait for, I don't know, I guess I don't have any problem endorsing things that I actually am like currently using or that I'm a fan of. I feel like, why would I don't know. I like to endorse the people that I enjoy and the people that I actually am into. So all of those, there's some newer ones that I haven't put on there,
But a lot of times, if you watch them, they'll be suggested.
The Great Freight
True.
Sage Logic, I don't think I have on there. Nomadic Brit, I don't have. I don't have a few of them on there that I've been watching, but a lot of the ones that I watched are all listed on my channel, on my channel page under channels, cool trucking channels or something like that. Michael Brown said, "I definitely want my own authority. I feel like I can make it work. There's a lot of freight in what I call a fairly tight radius of me." Yeah, I mean that is the ticket. See, my problem is the freight that's in Northern California is not as good as Southern California, and there's a lot of trucks in California. So there's freight around me, but it's scooped up primarily by local companies and by there's a lot of trucking around me. But there's a lot of ag around me, so there's an ag season element to trucking that I can jump in on. So there's other things I can do locally, but the LA market is just hot. It's always hot. It's always one of the top markets in the whole country. So if you can just get down there to get loads, you can get loads coming out really good. And if you wanted to go east, you could make even more money. I mean, it's on the regular. I see loads for like $8,000, $10,000 going out to the East Coast from LA, which, you know, in a truck that, if it's a light load and you got a decent truck that can run 70 miles an hour through New Mexico and Texas and Arizona and all the places where you're allowed to go 70, you can make that run, you know, pretty quick. So, yeah. But being in a market like those of you who watch Just Trucking, he's got a pretty good market around him, and he knows his market really well now that he's been doing it for a few years, and he's got a good market. He's in the South, and so he just runs short runs, gets back home, makes enough money, makes really good money, and doesn't spend a lot of time away from his family. So he's doing something cool. That's good. Jesse said, Jessica definitely supports your decision to truck, and that's huge. She sees your potential and work ethic, and that alone will bring you success. Keep moving forward and inspiring others. Thanks, Jesse. Speaking of inspiring others, you're always super encouraging. So love you, man. Appreciate that. Let's see. Amswell Adam, hard to track. I got 120 right after Alex. A lot of come from past 2 weeks here in Myrtle and Panama. Oh, okay. That's cool.
And actually never went to trucking school.
Okay, that's right. But because you already knew how to drive because you drove Goliath, which is a non-Class A big rig that you converted into a. That's right. Okay, I'm catching up on all this. Eggs is a typo. I thought so. I didn't know exactly what you were trying to say there. But from the past 2 weeks, probably. So you're picking up biker. See, you're doing the thing that they say not to do, but who's they? I mean, I don't know, because you got two niches. You got your Venn diagram overlapping with your trucking and your.
I will bite you.
With your trucking and your biker stuff overlapping. They say not to do that, but I think it's really really cool. David Harvey said, "Oh, okay, no worries. I'll go look on your page." Okay, cool. BT Trucking said, "Have money if you start your own authority." Yeah, this first little bit. I mean, I've been 5-6 weeks now, something like that, and I'm not just like free to pick up loads. Like, number one, the trailer limits me, but number two, there's other power only loads that I just don't have access to because I can't work with those brokers yet. And so I actually had a TQL load that I was gonna haul for them, and they were like, "Oh, actually, this is a high value load." So the account executive, manager, salesperson, whatever, said that we need a carrier that has more than a year's experience. And I'm like, "All right." I mean, I told them I can send you my Schedule C from 2017 through 2020, showing that I've been in business for this long. I just haven't been on my own authority. And they're like, "No, you need to have your own authority." All right, cool. But yeah, so having money if you start your own authority is going to be helpful. Sometimes it's hard though to know. Like I have a credit card with a decently high limit, and so that's kind of my fallback plan. Like if I can't get things going. If it takes too much time and we're running in the red for a couple months and our savings get eaten up, I have that to fall back on. And so that was my plan originally, like, hey, I'm going to try to make this succeed. And if I have to use credit to do it, I'm going to do it because I need to get over this initial little hump. And then I think we're going to catch some momentum and we're going to be able to get things going. So, let's see. Nevada Trekking Trails, our market's 2 days away.
At most.
At most. Yeah. 2 days away from the East Coast? You guys are hammered down, that's why. Oh, and you guys are team driving, duh. Okay. Michael Brown, he runs sort of the way I'd like to run, just trucking. Yeah. I mean, he's inspiring, man. Like, I mean, people can say what they want about him. I know a lot of people are jealous of him and his success on YouTube. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about him because he is so prominent on YouTube. But all I see is a dude who's like, you know, home for his boys, who is, you know, making truck driving work for him and the way he wants to do it, and making YouTube work for him and the way that he wants to do it. And so I'm like, congratulate him, and I mean, honestly, look up to him in a lot of ways. Like, he's kicking butt in a number of different areas, and while, you know, people have their things to say about him, I'm not one of those people. So I'm digging what he's doing. And when I get to the South, I'm hoping that the freight stays good and I can make money down, not necessarily in his neck of the woods, but in the South and Midwest. So, BT Trucking, gonna do 700 miles today. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. 700 miles is a day. I did that once in California, illegally. There was a number of illegal things that happened. Not only my speed, but also my logbook that day was shot. Let's see. Amswell, I may have to split it into 2 channels on one day. I don't know. I don't know if that's... I feel like just be you and put stuff out there, and the people who like it are going to like it. The people who aren't. And I think there's enough overlap within trucking and the biker world that you'll find subscribers that fit who you are. And that's what I think, man. I think just keep it how it is and run it. And I think that it may not be like the best algorithm grabber, you know, for your channel, but who cares? I don't know. Maybe I'm just naive, but I feel like, you know, if you have a good base of subscribers who actually want to watch your stuff, then that's better than like trying to run the algorithm every time with every video you post. I don't know. I'm a newbie at YouTube, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. But Michael Brown, are you still looking for a trailer? I've had a deal on a trailer. Financing is weird. I was telling guys this earlier in this. They asked me earlier in the live, but you'd think that I'm like have like really bad credit, or that I'm somehow some sort of like a terrible, like risky person to lend to by the way that these trailer deals have gone. But I promise you that I have decent credit, and that
You have good credit.
and that
Decent. We worked hard to have good credit.
and that somehow, so the first trailer deal fell through because the lender didn't like that the seller, it was a private party sale, and that they were going to be have to like do some, they were basically passing the DMV work on to the lender rather than taking care of the DMV work and getting clean titles, fresh, you know, paid off, all that stuff. The title still had the previous lender's name on there, and then they had filled them out, and then so there was something with the titles that the lender didn't like, so it made that deal fall through. And then this time with this trailer that I'm working on now in Fresno, the lender that they sent me through, there's some sort of conflict of interest between them and the lending company. There's like this triangle of stuff between the lending company, the seller, and then this broker who was trying to get me money. So all of that. Huh?
Well, and okay.
Well, it's just, yeah, it's weird. It's just a weird thing. Like I kind of feel like, have you guys never worked together before? Why are you trying to send me to this broker if you know that it's not gonna work? But I guess this broker usually uses, when he sends when he sends her work, usually it's because he's already got a rejection from his financing company. Well, then she went directly to his financing company, which is like a huge financing company, BMO Financial. They're like huge in equipment financing. And so she got an approval, but then they were like, hey, wait, why didn't Thermo King just go directly to us? Because we have a contract with them. So then the broker was going to get cut out of it. So then, but then that approval that Thermo King could get me, they wanted like $12,000 cash down. And I was like, dude, that's 20%. Like I can't do that. Like I need to keep what capital I have to run the business. If I give you guys all that, I'm not gonna be able to run my business effectively. I'm gonna be like needing. I don't know. I'm gonna be under pressure, and I don't want to be. I want to have the freedom to like not feel like I have to take loads or have to do this or have to do that. I want to be able to say, hey, I'm like taking my time to figure out this market, and especially with the new trailer breaking into the reefer market, I don't want to be, like feeling that pressure. I don't do well with like a ton of stress and with a lot of moving parts. I like to focus my energy, and deal with things one at a time. And so that's kind of, so as far as like trailer goes, we're still working on that deal. They're trying to get a different lender now. From instead of BMO Financial, we're going to go with a different lender. So I'm sure you guys are all really interested in this backstory of my trailer thing, but there's a really nice reefer trailer with my name on it. I already gave the guy $500 to hold it for me. We just got to get the financing like done for someone that doesn't want an arm and a leg as a down payment, and then I'll be in the reefer game, trying to do smoking some reefer. Mrs. Nevada Trucking Trails said, has the nostalgia of the 389 worn off yet? Haven't heard you mention it yet. Come on. No. The 389 is every time I walk up to it. Every single time I walk up to it, I say, that's my truck. That's my truck. When I was at Amazon delivering the other day, they make you disconnect from the trailer, and then you gotta go over and like back your bobtail in. And so I was backing in, and there's a few other trucks, and this guy, he's like on what do they call it on the iPhone? FaceTime? He's on a FaceTime, and you see him, and he's like sitting there, and then I'm like looking over my shoulder, backing in, and then I see him turn his phone, and he's like, and then there's some other person sitting there staring, and so he's like filming my truck as I'm backing in, and so I look over, and then I drop the bags, and I sat it down, and he goes, "That was cool, man!" Oh, I just spit,
You just
and
spit
I woke up.
and you just and now we have to go because I have to kill him. Wake everybody up.
So no, that the 389 hasn't worn off at all. Every time I walk up to that truck, I'm like, dang, that's my truck. That's my truck.
Yeah.
I mean, it is literally my dream truck. It is. I dreamt up that truck. I thought about every single aspect of it. There's only a few little tweaks that I still want to do to it, but otherwise, it's exactly the truck that I dreamed about driving when I started truck driving 6 years ago. So it hasn't worn off at all. Let's see. David and Harvey, I'm still here, my brother, and here. You got to get some nighttime drive-by footage with the Oaso all lit up at night. Jesse Sanchez, love the channel, brother. God bless. Hey, you too, bro. Dios te bendiga. David Harvey said, rolling. Is that because we're rolling reefer? Is that what we're doing? I don't get it. Mrs. Nevada Trucking Trails, we get ours in June. Yeah, I've been keeping tabs with Kyle on that. Like, hey man, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen?
What are they doing?
They got their 389 coming.
Oh.
They order theirs, and it's legendary red, which is
that's pretty.
which is the metallic. Actually, it's glass bead or glass. What do you call it? Flake. Glass flake.
Yeah.
But super awesome color.
So we are. We're going to be moving to Tennessee next summer when my son graduates high school. That's.
Do you need to talk louder?
Oh, do I need to talk louder?
Because
I'm sorry.
No, because I talk really loud, so I feel like
Y'all, it's 10:15, so you got like nighttime, Jessica. So
I was like, wait, either I
I'm
need
like
to
in my
talk,
comfy pants and a
either I need to
shirt
talk
on.
much quieter, or you need
So-
to talk louder.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Because somehow,
For those of you in the back, no, we are moving to Tennessee next summer. So we have went through many cycles of like, should we relocate? When should we relocate? Where should we relocate? All those things. But Miles getting through high school, staying in the same high school, not uprooting him was important to us. He's been able to just achieve a lot of academic goals, sports goals, social goals, all the things. And so now we know when he graduates, we'll be able to move. And so once it'll be a big thing because it's a big move, but also because Miles will be starting college, Gus will be starting kindergarten, the girls will be in 7th and 8th grade, and so.
All right.
Yeah.
BT Trucking, good night, bro. Got it. Go check in at Denver Amazon. Hopefully you get out of there a lot sooner than I did the other night. It was 5 hours for me, although one pallet had fallen over. So that's probably why 5 hours. So 50 foot-pounds of torque makes pallets fall over, just so you guys know. It was a preloaded trailer. I would have put a strap, but it was preloaded, pre-sealed.
Oh, in your
from
trailer?
Unilever.
It fell?
It fell over.
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, it fell over.
Like off of it, or just fell over in the trailer?
Inside the trailer.
And spilled?
Yeah, it broke through the wrap, the plastic wrap.
See, he doesn't tell me anything anymore. He's a big time YouTuber now, so I have to watch his videos and know how his week was.
Actually, so I didn't get that in the video either. I just was, by the time I saw that, I was like, you know what? I just gotta go and I gotta do something. So, Callie King said, family first. Amen. Amen, bro. 100%. 100,000%. Speaking of family, Chris Jenkins checking in. Just got home. Love you guys.
What?
Love you too, bro.
Champ, Chris Jenkins in the house.
We so Mr. Damon Harvey, this is the brother that's down by Oxnard, down in Camarillo. So there you go. He was asking about you earlier, Chris. He goes, who do you know in Oxnard? So you got talked about. I said the graphic designer who did the logos for not only myself but for Nomad Trucker. Boom.
Miles doesn't know where he's going to college. Where they're gonna do the college tour, which you guys will see, because they're doing that race thing. And so yeah, he'll be making his decision this fall.
We're leaning towards.
So the South, more than likely,
Yeah.
somewhere there. But I think this trip is really gonna like.
But he just told me
Yeah.
right now, earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, said, I think I want to add some California schools to go visit. And I'm like, but we're not going to be here. So, anyway, so I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. So.
So right now there's Clemson is like top of the list. Belmont, which is in Tennessee.
That is the only scheduled tour they actually have.
Yeah.
So far. Which is in Tennessee.
South Carolina. Coastal Carolina is a possibility, but now he's taken that off the list more recently. Auburn, down in Alabama. Ole Miss. Vanderbilt, but he's like, I probably can't get into Vanderbilt.
Oh no.
Oh, we had to get reconnected. Hopefully you guys didn't lose that. So Callie King said, I'm a Damon myself. Hey, other Damon. Callie King, you're always hashtagging, and it throws off the dang YouTube thing. I don't know why they don't like hashtags on the comments, but they always throw you in my
like reports or
well,
whatever.
like held for review, and I'm like, approve it. What's wrong with it? There's no. It's like you're in there with all the guys who like put like
spam you and
Yeah.
inappropriate things. Chris, yeah. You know what I'm
So
saying. Chris said masters.
Master's College? No. I mean, I guess if they wanted him to play baseball, he'd probably go there. But
There's a kid that he goes to school with that his tuition's paid to go there.
It's like predestined that he's gonna go.
Their like family already gives to that school. They've like visited several times. That their family wants to go there. Like he's going to Masters, and he's gonna play baseball there. So it's like decided. But no, Miles hasn't. Miles has done well with baseball. He's not like a scouted superstar, so I don't know what his senior year will hold with sports. We'll see if that like comes into play more than it is now. I don't know.
I mean, he's batting .333 on the season. He just pitched a complete game, 3-hit shutout. Although he did bean a kid, and it was hilarious.
It was so.
It was on a looping curveball. And it was a left-handed batter, so somehow Miles really lost control of this curveball, and then the kid turns and it hit him right in the back. But it was like a 50 mile an hour, maybe 45 mile an hour curveball,
it wasn't
like
the fast.
super slow looping curveball, and he's like, "Oh!"
No,
and he falls on the ground.
he turned and then he got hit and he goes, "Oh!" and then he just fell back, and I was like, "Oh!"
It was hilarious. It was
What is
hilarious.
happening? Some parent was like, "Isn't that for soccer flopping?"
Yeah. Let's see. Damon Harvey, I will run El Hueso when you go look at other schools or at schools. You know what? But we're going to take El Hueso. We're going to go trucking out to Tennessee, South Carolina. We're going to grind. No, yeah. But we're going to go truck and we're going to catch it all on camera. It's going to be up on our YouTube. And you guys are going to follow along while me and Miles go trucking out there. We are going to be stopping at hotels and staying in hotels, though. Because I had this idea before I actually got the truck. They're like, oh, we could squeeze in that sleeper. No, we can't. No way.
I told him no. He's like, "We're doing it, head to feet, and I was like,
No.
Okay.
No. I barely fit in that sleeper, man. So no, you can't drive El Hueso, bro. Just maybe when we move. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to take you out on like a test drive. Give you like
run a background check and run your prints."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. We're gonna do a full FBI thing. Let's see. Damon Harvey said Big 12 or Big 10 schools, major football programs with tons of job reporting, etc.
He was interested in that for a little while, but
yeah, I mean,
it's changed and it will change.
He wants to go Power 5 though for sure because he loves sports, and so if he's not gonna play sports, he wants to go to a Power 5 conference where he can go and like
paint his chest with whatever appropriate color and letter needs it to be painted. That's what he wants.
He wants to be a part of like a big school tradition like that. So let's see.
Also, I reject your next comment about girls. I just reject
senior year equals girls. Get ready, mom and dad.
I reject that.
He's a pretty good looking kid, but so far he's kind of just chilled out on the girl thing. He had a girlfriend for a little bit.
He said some girls that have liked him and that he likes, but he thinks most girls are annoying.
Which, let's be honest, a lot of them are when they're in high school.
So I'm okay with that. College is going to be more terrifying to me than his senior year, but yeah, we'll see.
And he goes to a really small school, so it kind of helps. There's very slim pickings, and it's like a big deal if a girl and a guy start going out. So he has to like weigh that, like, do I really want all this attention?
In front of everybody.
Yeah. So he I think it's kept him from going, getting involved with anyone that he might have gotten involved with. He's like, I don't want everyone's attention on me because I, took this girl on a date or went and had lunch with this girl or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like thing. The poor bugger. Yeah, he's a poor bugger. All right, poor bugger. That's like he's a blessed kid. He's a blessed kid. He's blessed with looks and intelligence and very comfortable in his own skin. Very. We've been told by most teachers that it's like they're just impressed with how he carries himself and the kind of kid he is and his comfortability talking with adults, and so I think all of that translates in like the workplace and in his future. I think he's got a really, really bright future.
I would go to like
Parent-teacher.
parent-teacher conferences, and I would come in and they would say hi and who's your student, and I would say Miles, and they're like, oh, you didn't need to come. And I was like, what? They're like, oh, we love Miles. He is a joy to have. He does great. This is what we got coming up. He's great. Yeah, I had a teacher one time, 7th or 8th grade. This was not the private school he's at now. He was in regular public junior high. And he said, who's your student? And I said, Miles Jenkins. He goes, oh yeah, you didn't need to come. And I was like, oh, this is only for problems? Or like,
Yeah.
I just am a parent who wants to meet his teachers and kind of know what's going on. But it was funny. He was like, yeah, you didn't need to come. He's doing great. I was like, okay.
So, Fabian 5028 said, did you ever think of doing construction trucking, end dump, super 10, transfer, etc.?
Didn't you kind of look at that when we were looking at Texas? Weren't you just looking at trucking across the board and that came up at least
I mean,
once?
yeah, I think there's some opportunity there. I mean, I like the, I haven't looked too close into it. That's just kind of the long and short of it. To me, some of that stuff is like when you specialize, you either have to be a lease operator where you lease onto a carrier that has that work and is contracted with it, or you've got to buy your own trailer and then try to get your own contracts and deals set up with
Basically make your own business.
So that part to me is like, I feel like the transition into my own authority was going to be easier going with like more of a general freight approach, because I can run for brokers, I can run for direct customers, I can kind of like build up to the point where maybe I shift to that at some point and I have to buy trailers to run that. But what are you looking at? Damon said, I think the like button is jacked up. I clicked it a long time ago and it still shows 6. I'm showing 24 on mine, so I think we're good. We got a lot of like buttons, a lot of likes.
We wrap it up. It's almost 10:30. Say goodnight.
You want to wrap it up? I'm just getting started.
Oh well.
I'm ready to have another Diet Mountain Dew and get.
You're gonna sleep out here on the couch and just go for it.
we got 30 people still hanging
I
out.
can't believe this.
We got 30.
I think
people.
it's funny that you guys like us at all.
I think that it's all the eye candy to my left.
Your mom, I can't find the like. Tina, I love you so much. I think the like, but oh, okay. Let's order drinks.
That's what the drinks. Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew is the drink I order every time.
Uh-oh. How old are your kids?
Yeah.
If I can ask that question.
Michael, that's so I've told Miles that, and then all it took was some girl at some camp, and all of a sudden he went from like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with girls, and then this girl at camp was like, hi, what's your name? And he's all, oh, my name's Miles. Here's my phone number. I live in Turlock. Do you want to be my girlfriend? And luckily she was long distance, and it didn't work out. So that was good. But yeah.
Let's order drinks.
Miles has talked about that a lot, like getting his life going, and he knows we were. I was 19, she was 21 when we got married, and then we had Miles 11 months later. So he has grown up with us still growing up, and has seen the difficulty we had early on, which was not all because we had kids. It was a lot of other stuff, a lot of other factors involved in why we kind of struggled financially early on. But a lot of it was I was uneducated, I didn't have a career, and we just kept having kids. So all of that, and he's like, I think what I want to do is get an education, get a job, then get married, and then have kids. And we're like, good job. That's the way to do it.
We just showed you what not to do, and no. I mean, it's our life.
So Michael Brown answered 11, 14, 16, 23.
Woo!
Nice.
God bless you.
Nice.
So we will, this year, everyone turns their odd number. So it's 17, 13. A girl that's 13. 17, 13, 11, and 5. So for Miles, I'm a young mom. But for Gus, I'm an old mom. When you have kids that far apart, that's what happens. All the moms of Gus's
23 and 11 is 12 years too.
Oh yeah. So I wonder if your wife feels that way, because I'll go deal with things with Gus at school, and I'm like, I'm gonna be 40 next year, and so people are like, oh, how old are you? Or you have a kid in high school? And I'm like, yeah. And then all of Miles's friends their moms are about 10 years older than me. So it's weird. The girls are the only ones where I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're all the same age.
Yep. Fabian said, always wondered that. I drive Super 10 out here in the IE, Inland Empire, OC, and LA area based out of Ontario. So I always wonder if anyone ever thinks of going into the business. I think, like I said, I think that's something that we could maybe. Sorry, I just realized I skipped Damon Harvey's comment.
Yeah, I thought you were intentionally doing that because he says booty. He says chasing the booty. I didn't know if you saw Antoine Rice.
Oh, yeah. Antoine Rice said, love you guys. We'll be in Chino on Tuesday. Kiki Foods. Nice. I don't know where I'm going to be on Tuesday. I still don't have a load yet. I've got some Swift load that I'm working on, and I have a night trailer that I'm hooked up to. So I need to find a load to get down south because I need to drop that trailer off down there in Moreno Valley. They want it at the Procter & Gamble in Moreno Valley. So I'm going to see if maybe I can get there at a different time than last time I got there. Because last time when I got there, it was intense. There was a lot going on.
There was tents everywhere?
It was circus fires. Antoine Rice said from Wisconsin. Are you bringing cheese?
Yeah, cheese.
Oh, I called it. What else would you bring from Wisconsin? That's what I want to know.
Crazy guess, baby.
Okay, so Fabian, back to what you're saying though about that. So yeah, like I think that's how it is with a lot of specialty stuff. I feel like if I get started on like general freight and get a name for myself and build reputation and build up, then there's the possibility of maybe branching into other types of freight or commodities that maybe would open up to me after I'm established. But for now, I think starting out this way, I think is a good way to start. The only other thing I've really thought about, like seriously thought about, is if I brought on owner operators to run the ag season around here, and I'd bring them on just for the ag season, let them run the tomato season or the grape season and just run, and we all make a lot of money and everyone goes home happy. I've thought about that because it's a short season and I could like bring
guaranteed work.
It's pretty much guaranteed work. You could bring people on and there wouldn't be this like infinite relationship or like
obligation or
commitment. Yeah, it would be like, hey, we're together for 3 months and then
from July to October.
Grapes start a little later. Grapes start in August, September, and then October. Yeah.
And it's like the beginning of October.
Damon Harvey said, I would love to drive a sweet chromed out Super 10 dump truck. I think that'd be cool. There's a company that runs out of Turlock. They're actually called Silva Trucking, but they're not related to the Silva Trucking that I work for in Stockton. But they run like the big dumps, the end dumps, and they run like different commodities like bark, compost of some sort or something like that. I think they run some glass, even some recycled glass type stuff, but they run them in those big end dumps, and they've got a lot of nice 389 trucks, a lot of nice trucks. But what's that? Oh, I thought you were like trying to show me another comment. So we got 35 people in here, but only so many are commenting. So that's what Fabian 5028 runs. He was just saying. I was just saying. Let's see.
The TV.
Antoine Rice said from Louisiana, go Saints. Who dat? I gotta get myself some beverage.
I just heard in our den, a couple rooms over that way, that Gus still has YouTube playing in that room. His monster truck cycle that he likes to watch the monster trucks. I just realized.
No, you guys watch mud trucks.
Or mud trucks. I'm so sorry. Mud trucks. He says monster trucks. That's why I say monster trucks.
You guys aren't done with the live.
No. I'm gonna wake you up at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So go to bed.
What?
Go to bed.
What?
Good night, Tina. Thanks for stopping by. Love you too. Your mama said bye.
Oh, good night, Mama.
Really? You're getting another one?
I am.
Are we ending this anytime soon?
I'm not. I'm gonna rage all night. I'm gonna pull a.
No.
Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, I'm gonna.
Go to bed.
What's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about. Look, Antoine's leaving. See, we should go.
Antoine Rice. Love y'all. Have a good night. No, what's his name? I need to say this. I need to say it. No, okay. So yeah, the other trucker, James Best, he'll go for hours. But there's another guy. He's like, he's got like a beard and long hair, and he's got a smaller channel. But he'll do lives, and he'll just be drinking, and he's
Like that one when they raised all kinds of money for the.
no, that's the other trucker, James Best. That's the guy she
okay.
was just saying like that. He does super long ones too, and he just hangs out with people on there and just talks trucking.
All I know is I
stuff.
walked in and I looked at the screen that Nick was looking at. There was all these truckers, but the main guy had no shirt on and was just
That was
sloshed. And I was like, "What are you watching?"
that was
What is
BOC
happening?
Enterprises. BOC Enterprises
He was just
was
like,
just shirtless.
another one, no shirt. And I was like, "What is happening?"
David said, "I just woke up. You have no idea. I'm a chatty Cathy biatch."
That's Nick. That's Nick.
Michael Brown said that his 23-year-old wants to get a CDL. Supposed to be studying for a permit. Yeah,
But he's not.
it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. You know, when I was 23, her dad taught me how to drive, and I rode with him on a couple.
Chris just asked for a boomer story. Asking
How
you
funny.
shall receive, Chris.
Okay, so
Gather around, children.
so my father-in-law Boomer,
My dad,
Central Valley trucking legend, Boomer Bear.
as he is known in 10-4 Driving Magazine.
10-4 magazine posted something on Instagram. They said
Do we have those?
Central Valley trucking legend, Boomer Bear, and I was like, that's awesome. They just called him a legend.
A lot of people know my dad.
But yeah, he's
Once you know him, you know him.
yeah.
You can only meet him once. He's a memorable person.
Yeah.
He's huge physically. He's a big man.
And he's got big
He just
personality.
is a carrot. Yeah.
His name's Boomer. But anyway, so I got my permit and I learned how to drive with Boomer, and I guess I'll roll that into this story, a good Boomer trucker story. So I was drinking soda.
Too fast.
So I was on the 580 and I was wrapping around to get on the 680. So it was a clover leaf where you do that. And so you do almost a full 360 degrees. And we're loaded and we got hazmat in the tank.
And my dad's asleep, right?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay.
This is a different one. So we're rolling and I'm like, don't know how to downshift. So we're getting up onto this clover leaf and I'm like, okay, how do I, and so I put it in a neutral and I'm like, okay, now at least I'm not going to stall it. So then I'm like, okay, I was like, what gear should I put it in? And he's like, put it in what gear should go in? I'm like, I don't know what gear should go in. He's all, put it in 8. And I'm like, which one's 8? Because, I'm just learning how to drive and it's a 10-speed, so it's pretty easy, but I hadn't memorized the pattern. I hadn't done anything. I just hopped in and started driving. And so I just he's all down. So I was all, and he's all, okay, you gotta go 7 now. And then I was all, and I'm just grinding the heck out of it. And then he's like, okay, 6. And I'm like, sitting there like, okay, he's all down and to the left. And so I go and I'm all, and he's all, you gotta just stop now. You gotta just stop. So I come to a complete stop on the 580 to 680 transition ramp. And I have
so many people off
and
that.
I had to switch my gears, my range selector back down into low range and put it in second gear and then
Amelia looked at me
get
like,
started.
Why are you
Yeah,
talking
get
about
started. And so that was my first
That's
night.
not a boomer story. That's just a funny you story.
But it was funny because he would. Okay.
My dad does not care. He's just like, yeah, learn. You do this.
Okay, but then there's
What
another
do you
time
do?
where we started climbing Pacheco, or maybe it was the Altamont. No, I think it was Pacheco, and I wasn't gonna I could not get ninth gear because I still couldn't downshift. This was like a weekend, and I still couldn't downshift. So I tried to downshift into ninth because we were climbing loaded, and I was missing it, and he just grabbed my hand with his big old. He's got huge hands.
He played football for a very long time.
And he just grabbed my hand on top of the shifter with his left hand, and he just threw it back into eighth, and we just and then he's all step on it, and I'm like, whoa, like, but I was such a rookie, couldn't downshift at all, and he just jammed that thing into gear with his big old paw over my hand, and just threw it into gear, and then said step on it. But yeah.
The Greg report, Miles should be a Clemson Tiger. Experience almost as good as for the parents too. Yeah.
You know what? So that's my number one school for him. That's the school I wanted to go to.
Yeah, we one night we just went on YouTube and looked at we watched a ton of freshman college dorm tours, college tours, and we just any college he was even had a whiff of interest in, we watched their videos. Freshman introduction, tour of freshman dorms, all that kind of stuff. Just a school tour. And while that is not, complete, it was really cool for us to get a really, however the school wants to present itself, at least. We got to see a lot of student life and videos. And so through really after that point, when we started talking about schools, I think that process kind of helped me. Because Miles was like, well, where do you want me to go? Like, if you could just choose for me, where would you want me to go? And I was like, honestly, I don't care. I just want you to feel good about your decision, where to go. And so it's been interesting to see how what he wants to do has changed, where he wants to go has changed. It will continue to change. At first, I was like, well, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Now I'm just like, we'll see.
He's actually really frustrated because he wants to just have a plan. And
he's a planner,
and
for sure.
He's frustrated that he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. And we're like, dude, it's okay. It's fine. Like, you're not supposed to have it all figured out at 17 years old. 16 still, technically. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. You're just not. That's not part of what you're supposed to do. But he thought about nursing for a little bit. He's thought about sports medicine. He's thought about business, marketing.
And so Adam said, okay, I'm really going now. Good night.
Oh, what's up, Adam? I thought you'd already left.
Have a good night, Adam. West Oz? Diesel? West Oz?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know. Can you explain further?
Is that a school?
Oh.
Are we missing something? Are we missing?
That's the first time he's,
Okay.
I think. I don't see anything else. We need more information.
Oh, that's you. Diesel said, good day, guys.
Oh, that's where you're from.
West Australia.
Got it. See? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know. She just looks at us like, I want to be sleeping right now. This is past my bedtime. Why are you guys talking? Why is there a light beaming at me? Look at her face.
I think she's like, who are you guys talking to?
She's like, I don't get it.
Yeah. All right, well, we're down to, we're back up to 25. We were down to 20 for a second. 26.
They can't get enough of us.
They can't. I'm going to take my shirt off like BOC.
Ooh, and then we'll just be down to nobody. Your brother will even leave.
Everyone's going to click,
They're like,
click
good
off.
night, good night, good night, good night.
Gotta
good
go.
night.
Gotta go. That's my cue to leave. Nick's shirtless.
People start taking shirts off, we're done.
Another funny boomer story. I was driving and we were going to a different place. And granted, I hadn't been here. Okay, I need a little bit of credit for this. I hadn't been to this shipper we were going to. We were going to pick up a load of something or other, and in the hazmat tanker. And I'm driving, and the whole time I'm driving, he goes, yeah, just stay on this, go to 580. And then every time he told me, okay, take this ramp. Okay, take this ramp. So the way that you do 580 to get to like Richmond, California, is you gotta take 580, and then you gotta get off of 580 to the 238, and then get on 880, and then you gotta reconnect with the 580 when it merges with the 80. So I'm like, I don't know all of that. I was new to the area. I hadn't been a truck driver at all. And so everything he was saying was like taking the ramps that took me to Oakland and San Francisco, Oakland, San Francisco, Oakland, San Francisco, Oakland, San Francisco, all of the signs, you know, like when it said, when there's a split, like, hey, even the 120 right here in, it's one time at band camp. Anyway, so everything said Oakland, San Francisco. So I'm driving, and then he passes out in the passenger seat, which I have to say should be a testament to the fact of how good of a driver I was at a very early
He just didn't
stage.
care.
No, I was a very good driver.
Bobby barely had his license, and they were in Monterey, and he just handed Bobby the keys and said, I'm tired, I don't want to drive home. Get us home. Bobby had to drive home all the way from Monterey, taking the boat, took the boat, drove all the way home, and he's all, I just followed silence and got as close to where home was until I finally recognized something, and Dad slept the whole time. And I was like, what?
Okay,
So...
nevertheless, okay, I was a good driver. And so
Yeah.
I go and I'm just following the signs that say San Francisco, because that's what I've done all the way to this point. And then I realize I'm coming up to the maze, which is the entrance to the Bay Bridge to go from Oakland to San Francisco. And I'm like, Boomer, wake up, Boomer. And he's like, what? I'm like, hey, are we supposed to go across the Bay Bridge? I don't know where I'm going. He's like, what the F are you doing? Why are you going this way? So then he had to we pulled up behind this car. He goes, hop in this lane right here, hop in this lane. So I got behind a car, and he goes, okay, pull down the handbrake. So I pulled down the handbrake. We swapped seats. He got in the driver's seat, and because you're at I think a certain portion of that bridge, you're not supposed to take certain chemicals across. And so anyway, so he was really worried. And anyway, he ended up he had some card he had to give him, because this was back before like fast track and all that. And so anyway, he ended up having to drive over to Treasure Island and then flip a U-turn on Treasure Island, which it's not made for flipping U-turns. And so he was like hopping curves, and he got us out of there. And then he got extra mad because a truck got in front of us. Because everyone in the tanker world, when you're running like that, everyone has like the time slots that, well, this guy always starts at this time, this guy always starts at that time. So you all load at similar, the same times at these loading racks. And so the guy that usually loads behind him got in front of us, and he was so mad at me. He was cussing me. He was so mad. And then that guy pulled over up ahead, and he hollered at us on the radio, and he goes, hey, Boomer, was that you? And he's like, oh, my son-in-law was driving. He goes, yeah, I wonder why you went over across the Bay Bridge. And he's like, oh yeah, it's my son-in-law. He didn't know where we were going. And he's like, oh yeah, you can go ahead of me. I know you usually load in front of me anyway. You can go ahead. And I was like, oh, see, you didn't even need to get that mad at me, Boomer. You didn't have to cuss me out at all. No harm done, except for maybe some damage to the shocks from jumping all those curves. But, all right. Let's see.
Diesel said, love you, Pete, mate.
Yeah, love you, Pete, mate. Yeah, it's my dream truck, man. It really is. It's my dream truck. I love it. I love my truck too. I still, when I was telling Mrs. Trucking and Trails, Nevada Trucking and Trails, I was telling her that it hasn't gotten old yet. Every time I walk out to that truck, I'm like, yeah, that's my truck. That's my truck.
All right, well, I'm peacing out.
All right, it's time. All right, we're down to 21 again. 20. All right, we're at 20.
Oh my gosh.
That means that nobody wants to see us anymore.
That's dumb.
It's been almost 3 hours.
3 hours?
I don't know, what is it? 2 hours and 38 minutes. So
That ring is something else.
yeah. So we're at 21. It's going back up.
Our face.
It's going back up.
Faces. Oh my gosh. It's fine.
RN,
Oh,
what's
RN,
up?
how's it going?
You're oh, Damon he had just cracked the root beer, and now we're gonna go. Hey, as long as it wasn't a Barks, you don't got any caffeine in it, so you know you can
Still go back to bed.
still go back to bed. Yeah,
All right, we're just wrapping it up. We've been on here for a while.
yeah. RN, we've been doing this for a minute.
We got up. We had softball, groceries, bought a truck. Oh, we bought a truck today.
A pickup.
A pickup, a work pickup for Nick. Because Miles takes his car and we needed another one, and so we bought it cash, and yeah, it was good. It's late.
Mrs. Nevada Trucking and Trails. Good night.
Good night. Thanks for
Hey,
joining
drive
us.
safe. I know you usually drive the night shift, so if you guys are out trucking, be safe, drive safe. RN said it's late, so the trailer. Sorry, I've already said this a couple times, so those of you who've already been in here a while, you know this story, but I'm working on it. We're dealing with some financing stuff. There's some weird financing stuff. I have good credit, I promise, but there's some stuff going on with the financing, trying to find a way that I can finance it without putting $12,000 down.
Yeah.
20% down is a little rich for me, so trying to figure it out. So we're working on it. They're working on it on the that end. There's also a Ritchie Brothers auction on Wednesday, so I don't know. I have an approval through Ritchie Brothers. I could probably just try to do something like that. So I don't know. We'll
That
see.
would be random and awesome.
It would be, but I know that the deal, the trailer in Fresno at the Thermo King is nice.
Yeah, it's definitely like the nicest trailer you could probably buy. Yeah, thanks, Damon. We know we will.
Don't do a bad deal and owe $1 million. Yeah,
Yeah, we're trying not to do that. So
yeah. Not trying to blow $1 million like you did chasing.
Aaron said, "Can't you use the Ritchie Bros for this trailer?"
Yeah, so that's the complication. That's why I have an approval through Ritchie Bros, because the guy at Thermo King went through Ritchie Bros, but then Ritchie Bros had to go through a third party. Well, they're like a broker, Ritchie Bros, and then so they only work with like the actual funding, lending of bigger companies, but the bigger company has a contract with Thermo King, so there was a complication there, a conflict of interest, and it was weird. I was like, haven't you guys ever sold a trailer before? Like, am I really the first guy that you guys are just like figuring stuff out as you go? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't know, it's weird. But they're trying to get things going. There's a really good trailer at Thermo King. There's actually two really good trailers at Thermo King in Fresno. And I took my pick of the one I wanted, and so I'm gonna like try and follow that one through to the end. If I get denied or if they want too much of a down payment, then I'll try and see what's going on with the Ritchie Brothers auction on Wednesday, because hey, we'll see what I can do, see what I can get. So
Thanks, Aaron.
yeah, thank you.
All right, are we just piecing it out?
Yeah, we're gonna
Take two.
Yeah, so we're gonna call it a night, and that's the thing about a live. I can't re-record.
You'd be like, oh wait, my shirt was weird.
It's not usually the shirt. It's usually just my talking.
I'm just saying. Oh, Nomadic Brit.
Nomadic Brit, you're a little late. You're a little late.
We're sleepy. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. We don't know what.
It's late for us. It's probably early for you.
It's like rising.
I don't know if
it's
you're.
It's like a day difference.
Oh yeah, look at just woke up. No, he's on the East Coast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, hot Atlanta. Yeah, just woke up. I figured you were probably on the opposite end of things as we are. Yep, 2 a.m. Waking up pretty early.
I was gonna say.
Like Brown, don't know what you're drinking. When you get here, try a sun drop. If y'all don't have them over there, good night. A sun drop? I think I've heard of them.
I don't know.
I think I have. I'm drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
We're classy over here, y'all.
Super
classy. Only the best.
That's how I roll. That's what I roll with. All right, that's all we're gonna do.
That's all
That's
she
it.
wrote?
Yeah, because if we
Alright.
get another comment, I'm gonna keep going. So no more comments, you guys. Love you
Unless it's
guys.
Good night. Okay, what is it?
The X. Yep. See you,
Good
Damon.
night.
You can hit the okay.